Yo, 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 what it do, what it is, y'all. It's your boy Taylor May Rockin'. You already know what time it is, and you already know what day it is. It's definitely Thursday. You now tuned in to the infamous No Filter Show, and I'm always joined by my great co-host.
Hold on. Before I gotta do this the right way. Watch this shit. Y'all see this shit?
Hey.
Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Villain in the white man's type is VVF. K Quick in the building. Get that Asylum album. And also copy you some No Filter merch. I got 2 of these. Yeah. I'm done now. Well, you're muted, my guy. You're muted.
Man, and of course, this is your man, GMO, aka non-GMO. And I swear to God, I got something for Taylor May Rock. Hey, go ahead, Phoenix, Go ahead, Phoenix. We got to discuss this. We got to deliberate this.
Well, let me not make you wait too much longer. I am the blue Phoenix, not the flu bee.
I would hope not.
What the fuck is going on tonight, This shit is about to be wild, y'all.
I'm blue, and I'm a Phoenix. Good.
Say it 3 times fast because you couldn't get the first one right. You heard me. That's what I'm talking about. You dig? Unmute that motherfucker.
You shut up. I know what a mute button is. That's why I ain't start talking. Blue Phoenix, Blue Phoenix. Blue Phoenix.
Beetlejuice.
Hey, listen. So everybody out there that's listening, hey, look, shout outs to Nikki, man. Hey, look, Nikki, we love you. I hope that everything is going well for you. But Taylor May Rock, we have something to address.
What's that, brother?
Hey, bruh, don't call me brother. It's bruh. Oh, bruh. Hey, you feeling real silky with that new mic, bro. Hey,
Yeah, man.
Hey, quick, do you hear the difference in him? Yeah, he like, so I would like to talk to everybody and wish them a happy nipple day. Some weird shit. Like, you're going to say some crazy shit tonight, bro. You're too smooth, bro. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it, bro.
He said, I don't like it. Your mic sound too good and I don't like it.
I realized when practicing, I said, you know what? GMO's not the only person that's going to get some panties.
First and foremost, this is all donation. Okay, this is all by donation. Okay, panties may be thrown, but that doesn't mean that I have to follow through on them. You dig?
Hey, Nikki.
What's going on, Nikki? How you doing, Queen?
Nah, bro, you gotta get that mic first. You don't even sound the same.
All right, fine. You want me to do it? Hold on. Nikki, how you doing? Just listen to the vibrations.
Oh my gosh.
And we got sound effects.
Is this a horror porn?
Just
you sound like you stuck in the middle of an orgy and you just had nowhere to go. And you was like, you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice my voice.
Hey, it's dark in here.
How's everybody listening so far, man?
Hey, no complaints. I will say, and before I go any further, if you guys missed both sides of the coin yesterday, y'all missed a good ass show. That was a very dope show. I enjoyed it. I was listening on my ride home.
Hell yeah. Let's give it up one time for them, y'all.
This fool done got a soundboard.
We got sound.
This dude got a soundboard and don't know how. This dude got a soundboard and don't know how to act.
Hold the fuck up.
Yeah,
we got sound effects now.
Yeah. Yo.
Hey, bro, if you get silky again, bro, stop being silky. Stop being sultry.
He said,
stop trying to sell your sexiness, bro.
Yeah,
hey, bro. Yeah, I'm cool then. Hey, stop playing with me, Rock. This is not Rock. Hey, I gotta mention. Let's see what pisses him off. Trump.
Yo, do you got a fart? Do you got a fart sound for AI?
Nah, not yet. I'm working on it.
What pisses Rock off? We're gonna go over this real quickly. I'm gonna start with quick. What pisses Rock off, bro?
Let me think. There was that one time you called him a Trump supporter. He put you in the back.
Oh my God. Are we gonna abuse this shit tonight, bro?
He's
Are we
gonna have
really
a
gonna
sound
abuse this shit
effect for
tonight, bro?
everything.
Nah, bro. This is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen tonight, bro.
Bruh, you do know with every shot you throw, he's gonna take the sting out of every one of your shots with a sound effect.
But how is he ready? But how the fuck is he ready? Yeah, like,
because
he's killing me.
He preloaded them.
Look, real live. Whole tea, I spent like 45 minutes before we got on the show just to get myself situated.
In other words, just picking out the sound effects.
Oh yeah.
So basically, you find your sexiness all of a sudden through your fucking mic, bro. Hey, look, hold on. Hey, Phoenix, what makes Rock mad? Fuck this. Fuck this.
Haters.
Potatoes.
What is something that? What is? All right, look. What is something AI does?
Going across. What else? Somebody messing with his wife and kids, or one of us, and different things like that.
What is something that AI does that pisses him off? Is what he's trying to ask.
Just be AI. I don't know.
Continue, bro.
Obviously, I have never been anybody special.
Oh, goodness.
So
I think. Did anybody hear an echo?
yeah, that's Phoenix.
Yeah.
She still don't have no fucking headphones.
I gotta get a certain type of
Mute
headphones.
the fucking mic. Mute your fucking mic before I cuss you out.
Shut up.
Thank you, because we know it ain't Rock. Because Rock is over here sounding like Casey Kasem and shit. He at the New Year's Eve waiting for the balls to drop. That's what the fuck he sounds like. And I don't like it. He sounds like he is having a romantic night. He sounds like he's having a romantic night over ham sandwiches. I ain't with the smoke. I ain't with it.
And before we go any further, everybody in the comments, please send a prayer up for our co-host Star. Thoughts and prayers with her at this time. So please just keep her in your thoughts.
Indeed.
Man, she is truly missed, man. Like, in all honesty, she is 1/5 of this whole group. You dig what I'm saying? And in all honesty, man, the battles that she's going through, yeah, that shit is touching everybody in this group right here.
Yeah, for real. He just turned that camera on so we can see the mic. That's all he turned it on for.
Come on, man.
Hey, come on, man. Come on, bro. Hey, bro.
You know what? AI, right? You don't talk like that.
Hey, bro.
Old time.
Hey, bro. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight, bro?
There you go. So look, whole time, I just upgraded the equipment. I'm operating off the Rodecaster, and pretty much it EQs and does my voice like this. Makes me sound like an actual real personality. So I think you got competition tonight, bro. I might have to put the solo on me and do my own commercial.
The only competition that I've had thus far is Fiend, bro. When I interviewed him, I told him that. I said, he's the only other person in this world that rivals my voice that's alive to this day, bro. There's nobody else that has a deeper, more bassier voice that can actually rival a saxophone other than Fiend, bro. That shit was crazy to sit up there and be a starstruck bitch for like 5 minutes. You dig what I'm saying? And
Hold
then
on. So for those who don't know what you're talking about, GMO actually had the privilege to interview the great Fiend. You dig what I'm saying? My man was in that joint. Like, I thought he was about to start rapping a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was waiting for him to start quoting some bars and everything. But
until that nigga in the background flushed that toilet, that nigga was in the bathroom. Hey, look, don't think I'm not gonna hit him up and be like, hey, bro, you know I could have went on you, right? Like, you know I was about that life, right? But I just didn't do it.
So you got starstruck when he first popped up, bro?
I definitely did, bro. Like, you know what? Whatever favorite artist that all of you have, whatever favorite poet, you know what I'm saying, writer, when it comes to writing, as far as raps were concerned back in the day, I didn't even have a chance to go into the story about me working in Blockbuster and everybody was begging for his CD. You know what I'm saying? The street life and you know what I'm saying? The one area. Mm-hmm.
You told him.
No, I told him, but I didn't go into details about how important he was to the hood. You know what I'm saying? At least in Oxon Hill. You know what I'm saying? I was at Rivertown at Blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? I probably seen half of y'all youngins. out that jump getting shot at over there by them fly pots over that jump. You know what I'm saying? They used to run that jump like a government agency. But
So,
mhm.
so question, yo. So since that leaves when was the time you guys literally, now granted you just explained one of yours, GIMO, cuz on behalf of No Filter Show, you got to interview a legend. So when was one time you legitimately got starstruck? Like literally starstruck. It happened to me one time where I can literally say I got starstruck. Now, granted, most of y'all would say, anybody who follows me, you probably would think it was probably when I linked up with Bone Thugs. No, because I was actually pre-trained because I've seen them in person live several times before. So when I met them, I was kind of already revved up to meet them. I had already trained myself. I can literally say I was legit starstruck when I met Tech Nine in person, because that was the first time I met him. I've never seen him perform live. The first time I met him, he was this close to me, and I literally couldn't say nothing. I was like, "Bruh, come here." I had to bear hug him for a second. like straight up. I was a legit fan. I literally was. That's literally when everything I had planned to say to him, going to meet him, I completely forgot when he was in front of me. So I had a whole plan together of what I was going to do, and it left when I was in front of him. So
did you ask him how the fuck he be spitting like that, young? Like how the fuck does he do it?
I know how he do it, but but yeah, but most all I can say, like, yo, I definitely got across that he was one of my favorite MCs of like all time, for real. But like, yeah, that was after like the first 30 seconds and I got the fandom out, I was able to cool out and we actually like spoke and all that ish. But like that first 30 seconds, you could have bought me for 2 cents. That first 30 seconds of that conversation.
You sound like me, bro. I would have threw my motherfucking skinny jeans up at the crowd, bro. You hear me? No, hey, look, no homo, bro. Like real talk. Like I know that's an old saying, man. Pause for everybody out there for the new generation, I guess. Yeah, but it was crazy to actually see somebody follow through. That's a true celeb in my heart, in my mind. You know what I'm saying? And actually show up and show the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Even though I heard people taking shits, it's all good. I don't know where the fuck he was at. I don't know if it was it was a restaurant. But he was in that bathroom locked in, man. But like, homie, like we really talked some good shit, man. And it wasn't no bullshit neither. It was starstruck, just like you said, first 30 seconds. And then I finally mellowed the fuck out. I was like, man, this a homie. Like this is, you know what I'm saying? This a poet. This is somebody that lives an everyday life. You dig? Now we got to go to Taylor Made fucking Rock because he has the best mic in the world. So, Rock, if you would like to talk.
All right, so I didn't really fanboy out. Mine was Pastor Troy. So we actually
that's my guy too.
Win DC. So I was kind of like amped because they called on me to actually do the interview, not the interview, but to film it. So you know when we got there, they was in the room cooling or whatever, and I'm in there setting up, and they just talking. So I was like, I wanted to talk to him, tell him I was a big fan. So I got kind of quiet at first, but you know, just hearing them talk, I had to ask the question like, "Yo, what's that one song? You feel me that you get tired of performing?" You know what I'm saying? So he answered the question. I can't remember what it was, but it was kind of like a privilege to sit in on that interview because I got to hear up close and personal the story about Vice Versa. You know what I'm saying? And that's a classic. And whole time that if you go watch the Red Vision Cinema, that story's on there. That whole interview was there. He was talking about how Vice Versa was actually a poem at first. You feel me? Yeah. So he had said he had went to like some type of Catholic school or something, and he recited the poem at an open mic there, and they booed him off stage and everything. And he was saying how he went to talk to his dad about it. Was like, "Hey, Dad, I got a friend of mine that did this poem, you know what I'm saying, at church, and this what happened at XYZ and blah 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 blah. And tell me what you think." You know what I'm saying? And then his father gave him the advice, and then he said he was going through some beats, and the dude had sent him the tape. You know what I'm saying? He just went in the studio and laid that shit down. It was like classic. Yeah. That shit was dope. I kind of fanboyed out a little bit because I was just like me. I'm not scared to talk to anybody, but just for me to be like, okay, I'm just a worker right here. Let me go ahead and keep setting these cameras up. But after a while, I'm like, yo, this dude cool as shit. Let me just go ahead and just holler at this man real quick. But that's my experience. Now, if I see Bone, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I might be like, I smoked so many J's.
Straight up, man.
I can rap like you. You know what I'm saying? sign my t-shirt, sign my socks. You know what I'm saying? It's something.
So yeah. Now I would have been starstruck with Bone had it have been the same situation as Tech-9. Like had I like never seen him live before, and like my first time seeing him was like face to face. Oh yeah, it would have been there. But like, whew, Tech was like that one for me. Phoenix.
I have met I've met Angie Stone, I've met Clifton Powell, and I was like maybe 5 feet away from them. Raheem Devon, he was at a ubiquitous head
fucking G. Yeah. If you bring up Raheem Devon one more fucking time, yeah.
I only brought him up once today. Shut your mouth. Anyway, so last year when we went to Atlanta to do a photo shoot, we had filming and everything to do down there. Angie Stone was there. Now, y'all know me. I talk to people. I hug people. I walked in the door, talked to our publicist. Well, I'm sorry, not my publicist, but Pam and Cortina's publicist, and he was sitting at the table with a lady, and I'm just like, hey Nico, hey man, how you doing? Gave him a hug. Like, I'll be right back, I'm gonna give you a hug. Went back there, put my stuff down, came back and gave her a hug. And Nico was like, yeah, that's Angie Stone. I was like, Miss Stone, oh my God, hi, how are you? For a few minutes, for one, I'm like, oh my God, I just walked up to her and hugged her. Not even knowing it was her, for one. For two, I'm like, oh God, I probably violated her space. But after, she was like, it's good. It was really cool meeting her. It was really, really cool. And Clifton Powell, he was just like my uncle. It was so funny when I met him. It was really cool.
Did you call him?
He would have been annoyed with me. I'd have asked him to do the pinky voice. I would have straight up asked him that.
Man, fuck what y'all talking about. It's my time. It's time to spin the block.
And, the king struck again.
Get him.
The Blue Phoenix has a fetish. She has an underlying desire for a man that is borderline. He the homie. Radio Raheem is the homie. But she is not saying what she would do if she ever met him in person. She just missed him.
No.
You would throw your underwear and your socks.
No.
And your stockings up there.
The crush I had on him.
Well tainted.
Like it used to be. It's not like it used to be. Look at Quick. I used to have a big crush on him, but now it's just like whenever I talk about him, that's the only time I think about him. I really, it's not like it used to be, for real.
But does the fire heat back up when you talk about it?
Her clitoris, her labias do claps like dolphins. Seals. That's her.
As much as I used to be in love with him, how I'm not now. Now I can say it and be okay. I used to be like, oh my God. It's not like that no more.
So if he touched your hand, what would you do?
I might slap him. Honestly.
Eat his butt.
Sure. No.
All right, so since you said that, I have a question. You know what I'm saying? I really have to ask this question. Ladies, what makes y'all want to eat a nigga ass? Like, that's nasty as shit.
Y'all do that?
First and foremost, before the Phoenix answers this, or before Sonya, before Xena says any fucking thing, listen, bro. There's a quote that is probably going to pop up on my memories, okay, that I'm going to share with y'all soon enough, right? Because every spring, every summer, the crabs come right the fuck back out. Correct? Am I correct? Can I get an amen or a finger? Can y'all do thumbs up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. There you go. See what I'm saying? Now she gave me the right? So women are obsessed with crabs because they like the yellow shit. that's in the middle of it. Okay,
The dude.
Literally.
the dookie. Women are
Feces.
used to eating butt. They love butt. They love butt. I ain't even gonna hold you.
So you trying to say they want our yellow mustard?
It's
They
brown
trying to
mustard.
get the mustard out the crab homes.
Nah.
All right, that ain't so.
See, like, here's my thing. There's no
Bruh.
way as a man that you can feel like a man getting your ass eaten because either she's
I've had my
Because there's
ass
no-
eaten. I never
Bruh.
felt like a man.
I will say this. I bet because there's no masculine position you can get in to have that done to you.
Your ass is either tooted up or your legs is tooted up, bro. But you gonna get that ass ate, bro. She determined enough. If she wants that ass, you gonna follow through, bro. Because after that, you gonna get pleasure. That's
Bro,
just
I'm
her
following
weird
you.
fetish, bro. You
Goodness.
got to deal with a wet butt, but yeah, you gonna live. You gonna
Bro, I
live a
will
little bit.
smooth fart on her tongue if her. I bet you won't put your face down there again.
Hey,
Warning.
bro. Every male on this
Yo.
goddamn fucking look, every male that listens to this, every male that has been around women, especially if you deal with cougars, there is a certain level of pleasure that they want to bring to the table, bro. They love to eat ass, bro. Like all the cougars there, I had to deny that shit, bro. Like you ever felt like a virgin, bro? Like I felt like I was being taken advantage of. I'm like, why do you want to eat ass so much? Because I was obsessed with cougars when I was in my 20s. So I always wanted to deal with older women, yeah, because they had more experience. I learned from older women, but they always wanted to eat butt, you know. And I'm like, one experience is enough. Like I don't want any more. I'm good, you know. Like the tickle of it. It's weird, bro. I don't know if it's virgin young ass that they like. I don't know if it's a certain peak season for it, but that's all I'm saying is that women like to eat ass because they eat crabs. That's all. That's it. I digress.
I think you got a few objections here in the chat.
Venus said that she will suck toes before she consider eating ass. So look, first and foremost, if you even put your I'm about to kick you in the mouth. Simple as that.
I ain't with that
Toe
either.
sucking is amazing.
Bruh.
I've had that done at the National Harbor. I've had that done at the National Harbor on the bench at the bottom by the fucking Ferris wheel, bro. Like looking at the stars and shit. You know, have my toes sucked. It's pretty fucking amazing, bro.
What?
Now,
Yeah.
Phoenix, have you had your toes sucked before? Yeah. That dude deserve a medal because you know you got a big toe though.
First of all, mind your goddamn. Don't be talking my toe now.
It's just the big one on the right.
Ariel said have them ankles on the back of your neck. God damn.
Bruh.
All right, yeah.
There's nothing like stroking and sucking toes at the same time, bro. Like women freak the fuck out, bro. They freak the fuck out, bro.
Hold
Sex it goes beyond the stratosphere. While you got that joint on your shoulder like this, like you carrying a weight, right? And while you stroking, your back hurting. There's a distraction with this. There's a skill level with this shit, okay? When your back start hurting and you had to put that other joint around the small of your back and you trying to push like a porn star, bro, the way you can do it is break the code. It's a cheat code. You suck the toes.
Hold on. I'm about to put that to the test. Hey, baby.
No, not on
You want me to
film.
suck your toes?
No, don't say it now, Foolio. Do it. Just do it. Don't tell her. Don't proposition her, bro.
You don't give him a pre-warning.
No. It's a surprise, bro. Like everything that ever happened to me was a surprise, bro. When I got my salad toast, it was a surprise. It was like,
my wife don't like that.
So did she just tell you to toot it up, or did she tell you to spread them?
Bro, she went down on me, and I was already in a position of being, gone down on. So 9 times out of 10, your legs is already open. She in the middle of that joint, and then she just licking butt, nigga. And I'm like, whoa.
All right, yeah.
It's like LSD, bro. It's a big trip.
Wait a minute.
It's a big trip, bro. It's a big trip. It's a big trip.
Well, I will say this. I know it's earlier than normal, but I cannot pass up a segue such as this. Let's go outside to one of the best parts of outside, and that's the corner. Rock, you know what to do.
To share them with you.
Welcome back to Quick's Corner now. Hone it in. Now, folks, lately on Quick's Corner, we've discussed very, very serious things. We've spun the block on serious things. And I tend to take a very, very psychologically driven approach to things. Now, I'm going to do things a little bit different. It's still going to be in that realm, but I too myself am going to use this as an opportunity to learn something today, because I got some questions to ask, you know what I mean? And we have a married person, we have two formerly married people here on the panel, and out there watching, I know we have some married people. We probably had formerly married people, and we had people who were probably in my shoes, some soon to be married folks. And there's been a ongoing joke that's been around for decades and decades and decades about what happens to the sexual connection after you say I do. Some people say it's hyped. And then other people say it's a lot of truth that is said in those blurred lines of a joke. And I recently watched a clip from a podcast from their names just their names
Kadeem and Deval and Kadeem.
Thank you. Popular couple in pop culture, Kadeem and Deval, from their podcast that really struck the when I watched it, you know. Now, me being a very psychological person, it sparked a lot of interest in me. And I've never seen this podcast before this clip, but it's so interesting. I want to, you know, go and revisit some of their earlier stuff, you know, because it's interesting. Now, I say all that to say this. Let's unpack exactly that. The sex drive after you say I do. Now, we're going to play a couple of minutes of this clip from the 14-minute and 45-second mark. We're going to play a couple of minutes so we can, because what they say in these couple of minutes is what we're going to build off of when we come back. Now, Rock, if you would, let it run for a couple.
My life with.
Right.
So that brings me back to my soundbite.
Okay.
Right. I don't understand, and this is what we can discuss as a woman, because I don't want to say it's a man versus woman thing, but a lot of women do complain, oh, my husband's always on me. Why is he always on me? If sex is going to be a chore for you that you don't really want to do, why do women constantly push monogamy on men? If you know that you don't want to have to deal with him all the time just wanting you, why do you push monogamy on men?
Well, who's to say I pushed anything on anybody? Like,
well, we know that you pushed monogamy on me.
I pushed monogamy. I forced you to get married to me?
Time out. I didn't say you forced me to get married, but did you not say to me that you wanted to be engaged and you wanted to be married before you lived with me? You didn't say that?
I want $1 billion. That don't mean I'm going to get it. I can want something,
asking,
but not.
You right now, you dodging the question.
Nobody pressed you to do it. Yes, is that something I wanted? Yes, it was. But
you didn't press me. Are you gonna lie now to the people because we talking about sex? You're gonna lie now to the people?
Deval. Knowing
you didn't want monogamy?
Of course I did.
So then why are you avoiding the question?
That's not avoiding the question. I'm saying, does that mean because I wanted and I requested that you were going to deliver it? Like, nobody pressed you for that.
Talking about, you just said you wanted it and requested it. Do you not hear yourself?
I can make a request. Is the request going to be granted?
Am I
That's
not?
Up to
am
you,
I?
bro.
Am I not granting you monogamy?
You are granting it to me.
So this is my question.
Look at me always. Look at your boy. Look at your boy.
This is my question. If you wanted monogamy,
okay,
Why would you want monogamy if sex is a chore for you? That's the question. You're avoiding the question.
I'm not avoiding the question, but at first you said women or in general, me specifically, are pushing monogamy on somebody. Okay, yes, that's something that I wanted, but I didn't press you for it and be like, Deval, I'm gonna hold a gun to your head to propose to me.
Time out.
Also, let me finish. Also,
so also what he mentions there is, if you were to go back and watch a little further on, he also gets into an extension of the question, like, if you don't want me to sleep with anybody else, why? What is wrong with me wanting to give all this built up testosterone just to you, but at the same time you don't want it, but at the same time you want me to remain faithful and all this stuff. So that's what. Now, granted, I really encourage everybody to go to Deval and Kadeem's show. Very, 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 very dope episode. I recommend it. So my question is, and you can build off of that clip too if you like, does it really go down south after marriage, sex wise? I mean, just acquiring minds who are on that path towards that would like to know. Not even just for me. This is just a general discussion. Let's unpack this ongoing joke that's been around since for God knows how long. What really happens in that area after you say I do? And I turn it over to our viewers and listeners and the panel. I'll give it to you guys.
Y'all want me to kick it off?
Ain't nobody else talking.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I go. All right,
Him and his fucking sound effects, bro. Stop doing it. I don't want it.
Look, whole T. When you get married, you know what I'm saying? Of course, when you're dating, of course, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get it in. You know what I'm saying? Sessions is gonna be real. But you got to keep that same energy, you know what I'm saying, when you get married. But in the same breath, it's not gonna be consistent porn star sex all the time. You know what I'm saying? When you're building, you know what I'm saying, there's gonna be times where, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be tired because you're dealing with the kids or somebody's working late. You feel me? Sometimes there's gonna be times where you just can't. But you still have to satisfy your spouse. But as far as it gets boring, it shouldn't get boring, because as in your marriage, your sex experience is supposed to grow with your partners. You know what I'm saying? You got to find out that new kinky shit that they like. You feel me? Like, I know everybody sits back and watch porn.
Like eating butt. Like eating butt, bruh.
See that?
Like eating butt, bruh. Like tossing salads, bruh.
Bruh.
All right. I digress.
That's something that you got to make that decision on doing. You dig what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, you got to learn to keep it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like me, like I'm weird. I like quickies. You dig what I'm saying? I like quickies at the weirdest time. Like, true shit. Somebody can be like, I'll be there in like 5 minutes. Oh, all right. Hey, baby, I got 5 minutes. We'll be looking out the window as they're walking down the sidewalk. Bam. You feel me? So she's looking at me like I'm not supposed to be telling everybody this. But I'm saying though, it's that little time. You feel me? Like I might catch her in the kitchen. You dig what I'm saying? You're ready to make something to eat, and she might go over by the washer. You dig what I'm saying? We might get it in by the washer. You dig what I'm saying? You just gotta keep it, interesting. But that's me.
Phoenix, please. And then I will follow after you because I have been married.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. But she's the freshest off of marriage, so we got to get the female perspective of it and the
Makes
ideal.
sense.
You know.
Okay, so I've actually watched that whole video. I watched that whole episode. So Kadeem's viewpoint is mostly a lot of what women's viewpoint is. We have the children, childbirth, childcare, being pregnant, that changed a lot of your sexual hormones. stress does that too, and it does that for y'all too. Actually, when we pregnant, y'all have a lot of those changes too. But as far as the sex, usually sex doesn't stop. It should get, you should, and I'm not saying you can't have more of it, depending on like what Jay said, Rock said, you know, your schedules, you know, kids and everything. But usually sex does not decrease unless you just really are not attracted to your partner. It should increase. Quickies increase for sure. You know what I'm saying? Those times when you by yourself, you can't always have sex, but different things happen, and you do explore different things when you're married. So it really should not stop. And for those that it does stop, you should try to figure out why. But for the most part, while I was married, sex was not the problem. I'm just saying.
Is it my goddamn turn yet? Okay, so let's break this down, y'all. Okay, so we have women in the feed. We have, you know, our dear guest. You know what I'm saying? That when it comes to being spontaneous, when you've been together for more than 2 and 3 years, how many things can you do differently? See, this is the question that they never, you know, that they never asked each other, and that he possibly could have asked her. Now, what I'm feeling is that, and what I know for a fact is that sometimes shit gets boring, right? But there's only but so much you can do as two human beings. There's only so much that a male and a female can do together before everything just becomes boring. See, prior to this, excuse me, y'all, I was talking about sucking toes. I was talking about, you know what I'm saying, tossing salads and all this shit, right? Little spontaneous things that happen to me, weird things, right? But when you are in a relationship and you live together and the stress is up and the bills have to be paid, the kids have to be fed, the house, you know what I'm saying, has to be fixed. There's a certain time and a point where maturity has to kick in, and you do have to take a break. I'm not even gonna hold you. The pressure for sex is cool. We can always have quickies, but there's a certain time and a place for that. So sometimes you got to have the distance so the heart can grow fonder again. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I've never been in a relationship where we can keep doing the repetitive, crazy things over and over again and it not get boring. If we keep skydiving every day, we skydive every fucking day together. The only other thing left after we skydive naked is to skydive and get our heads chopped off. Like, there's no other extreme. You know what I'm saying? So everybody wants to keep taking it higher, higher, and higher. And I don't think bruh was trying to say that. I think bruh was saying that, you know, the basics, you know, even what Rock said, even what you said, even what the ladies are saying in the feed is that the quickies are cool. Is nobody ever admitting that quickies are cool anymore? Like, you know what I'm saying? That might be spontaneous. It might be in a random place in the house, but it's a change.
See,
you know what I'm saying, of events.
What I think is the porn actually fucks shit up for sex, period. You feel me? Everybody's watching porn and thinking you're supposed to fuck for hours, not knowing that they film all day, every day. So the bar for sex is actually high, to the point where when people start having sex, they start doing extreme shit off bucks. You feel me? Therefore, when they get a partner, they get bored very quickly because that person might not be where they at.
Quick, your ideals.
I was mainly, like I said, one thing that I wanted to accomplish with this, I wanted to see what people who were experienced when it came to marriage, that being you all, would say. Because like I said before, I wanted to try something different. I wanted to bring up a subject where I too could gain a few jewels. You know what I mean?
Man, so fuck what you talking about. Fuck what you talking. I gotta break you up real quick. No. Fuck what you talking about.
I was about to get into it, my guy.
Because you sound like me at that same age with the old heads The old heads at the 7-Eleven used to tell me all the time, "Hey, young man, hey, young man."
Look, you
hey,
said what I think, and I was about to answer, my guy. You said what I think, and I was about to answer. I hate this fool, yo. Like straight up, with a passion. But anyways, just taking in everything that's being said. I mean, I agree, and I can also concur. Quickies do be fire, like the spontaneity of those. You can't match it. You know, it's different. Just the energy level when those happen is completely different than some planned out thing that you knew was gonna happen.
Yeah, because quickies are more like that. I want you and I want you now.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Mutual energy. You feel what I mean? No prep time. It just happens. You feel what I'm saying? That I can rock with, you know. But at the same time, let me play the other hand here. Now let's just say, for the sake of argument, devil's advocate, there's a situation where her sex drive has taken so much of a hit due, you know, to many of the arguments that Phoenix and Kadeem has made in the clip, that they're just not having a lot of sex, period. Quickies and all. What do you do then?
I mean, that just comes down to what your relationship is based off of. I mean, whole time sex is a part of it. You dig what I'm saying? But if you with somebody, it's deeper than sex. You dig what I'm saying?
I think that. Hey, bro, I gotta interject because when it comes to women and men, I think that we're missing the point that physically they might have been torn apart by a kid that they may have just had. Hormonally, their balance is off. They're not feeling the sexiest at that time. You dig what I'm saying? I think that when it comes to quickies and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, but who's pleasing who and who wants the quickie first really matters. Now, when it comes to sexual desires, us as men, we don't really feel any pain other than in the pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got baby mamas, you heard me. That's child support. You dig? That'll slow your dick down in a heartbeat. You hear me? You'll take a whole year off to make sure the motherfucking bills paid, right? But as far as like being physical, they are receivers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We thugging it out. You know, it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could come at any second. I could come in 1 second. I could come in one pump. I can do all this. Is there a disillusion when it comes to men and the ideals of sex? Now, we got to deliberate this. We really got to talk about how we feel inside, because I got to be honest with you, bro. The way you said it is the way I always used to feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't gonna take long. It ain't nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? When I was married, bro, like, we had the best sex outside of my child. When we got married, the baby came. Then shit started changing. It's like, oh God, she got ripped apart. I seen her go through all the shits. You know what I'm saying? Is there something within us to where the savagery can't stop and that we get more intimate? And then the Phoenix got to follow up after all the males talk. The Phoenix she got to answer that question, bro.
Yes, I would love to hear this from y'all.
Please talk.
So are you asking? Rephrase your question again. I need to hear this again.
Are we as men that don't go through many physical changes, okay, physiological changes, hormonal changes, once somebody gets pregnant, we might throw up a little bit. We might identify just ever so slightly. We might get a little morning sickness. We might crave some shit, but our dick still works. Let's be honest.
Well, I'll say this, because even if we go off of the reference that I've shown further along into the conversation, even though, and literally, like you all just mentioned, there was times during the pregnancy and throughout everything, she didn't feel her best and so on and so forth. But he always thought she was. He still was in that savage, lustful mind. He always thought she was sexy, pregnant at all, and he was always ready to go. And that's just a man. And for real, I think that's a man thing. You feel me? And so, in a sense, no, we can turn it off. Like it's just we never. That testosterone is still going to build up, and we still are going to find our counterpart sexy, pregnant, whatever. Every form of her is going to be attracted to us, you know? So granted, there may be, even if we do go through those changes, are there as many as a woman? No. Do they have as drastic or a long-term of effect as it may have on a woman? Not necessarily, not all the time, no. You know, but to an extent, it's still that savagery, as you call it, for lack of better description. It sticks around.
It's a primal, carnal, physiological thing that men bout with every day. To be faithful or not to be faithful. To fuck every day or not to fuck every day. To jerk off and keep her happy so that we don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know every man battles with this. I mean, I'm going on a mediocre 40 years, but I have experienced a lot being married at 18, and I've seen it change immediately. You know what I mean? Just being at 18, you know what I'm saying? And that's with eating butt, sucking toes and shit. Like, I don't get it. Like, you could be the freakiest motherfucker in the world, but everything gets old. And so now we turn her over to Taylor Made Rock before we turn her over to the Phoenix, because she has some shit to say. You understand me? But Rock, how do you think that you can maintain spontaneity, you know what I'm saying, on a daily basis if that is your hunger, if that is you, you know what I'm saying, with the white liver, as they call it in the Black community? You dig? Like, how do you maintain spontaneity and please her at the same time?
All right, so I'm about to give up my secret. All right, gentlemen, pull out your pens and your pad. And baby, I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. I'm about to put some shit out there. So for me, I tease her a lot. Okay. What I mean, I tease her a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't always have to take it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I catch her while she's in the kitchen washing dishes. I come and grab her by her dreads, pull her head to the side, and bite on her neck. Slide my hands down her past, and then when she's ready, I'll walk away and be like, I got you a little bit later. You dig what I'm saying? I play with the mind a little bit.
So before the Phoenix goes, that is your formula personally. But we are talking on a grander scale because we all have the same ideals, from Quick to me to you, okay? And the men and every woman that is on this post past, we all have that same ideal that what we do and our formula works. We think that the shit works, okay? Now, you're talking from a personal level.
Right. I mean, that's all I can speak from.
Okay.
I can't speak for the next man because I don't operate in the next man's shoes. I can only be me. You know what I'm saying? See, me, I took the time to know my woman. You know what I'm saying? I know what she like. I know what buttons to push to make it ready. You know what I'm saying?
And okay, so what you didn't admit, or that you're not probably going to open up about, is the consistency level of how many days you take off before that shit is exciting again.
No,
see, we're not talking about that.
Hold on. Now, for me, I'm a busy man. I have a lot on my plate.
Okay.
You know, so at all times, I can be like, baby, I'm gonna tear it up tonight. And I get in the bed and I be like, all right, I'm gonna chill out for a second. I pass right out. You feel me? And that's just being completely real. You feel me? So those are the days when I can rest up and come back the next day and be like, all right, bet I'm good. I'm that is built back up. You know what I'm saying? Now I can be a savage.
You sound like every man on this goddamn feed.
Hold on.
It's your turn, Phoenix.
Hold on.
Damn.
No, hold on. And then another thing is, you can't jerk it so much, bro. You can't. Because guess what? The less you rub out, the more of a savage you gonna be for her. You dig what I'm saying? And when your savage comes out, her savage comes out. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all play off each other. That's just me. Let me stop.
Yeah, please stop. Please
I
stop, because you feeling real sexy right now, yeah, because of that mic, yeah. Hey, Phoenix, it's your turn, yeah. We all gonna mute. It's your turn.
I was just thinking, like, yeah, he about to go start some things up here on that damn mic. Him and Kiki might go take a little intermission while we talk.
Let me put this mic on your ass.
Gonna be the first commercial break we ever had.
Feel the vibration. Beastie Boys. Oh no. What the fuck are they? The Beach Boys. He's on that shit.
Hey, look,
go ahead, Phoenix.
Go ahead. Right now. Go ahead. How you handle your business?
That's so damn crazy. Okay, so a very, very important thing that you have to know about women, and it don't matter who it is, we are turned on from the mind first. Point blank, period. I don't care if when you're young, yeah, you can touch us, we ready to jump on, we wet instantly. But as you get older and things change, hormones change, you have to tease us, like Jay said, and you have to mentally fuck us first. You have to do that to us first. Because if our mind's not there, our kitty won't be there either. So you have to do that first. And we could have the highest sex drive and in our mind, we just ready to give it to, we want it. But if we're not, like he was saying, Kadeem said she didn't feel herself. She wasn't feeling right. And it doesn't matter how much you tell us we sexy. If we don't feel that way, we're not going to respond. You know, so we have to feel that way within ourselves. And, you know, it is kind of hard because so I'm a mom of 5. I've vaginally delivered 5 children. Okay. And it takes, when you do that, you do feel very insecure about yourself. Even if you have C-sections, you feel very insecure about yourself, physically, sexually, whatever. So it takes time, and I don't care how much somebody tell you look good, this, and that, blah, blah. If you don't believe within yourself, if you don't feel it yourself, you're not going to be that way. So, and I'm going to be honest, a lot of women really like sex. We like sex. We want to have sex. We want to have sex all the time. But it can wear and tear because we are the receivers.
Can you do me a favor? I want you to take a real quick pause and explain to everybody, what does it take for y'all to take a dick?
Let's talk about that.
What? What is it? Okay.
Because
this is where it's leading to,
because you just said that you know that women are the receivers, right? Correct. I've always quoted that. That is my formula, that women have to go through a little bit more than we do, right? So I said it vulgar, you know what I'm saying? It very offensive, right? But let's simplify it. What is the efforts that a woman after pregnancy, pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, what is it like being pressured into pleasing us as men when we can simply come in however many minutes that we are focused on? What is involved in that?
Okay, so it's not really pressure for us because we want to please you. We want to be involved with you. We need that connection. And so it's not like it's pressure unless we just, you know, don't want to be bothered with you. We're not attracted to you anymore. We don't like you anymore. Then it is the pressure. But when we love you, we want to be with you. It's not pressure because we really, really want to have that connection with you. But with enthralls and actually having sex with a woman, we have to get wet. For one, I mean, you know, you got the KY, you got all that shit is irritating. It really is irritating. It's sticky. That shit is irritating. So we have to get wet. And I don't know how to put this without. Okay, so.
Well, you got a lot of agreements on that sentiment. Sharisa Ali talking about down here talking about it gotta be juicy. It gotta be.
Even if like certain things, and it does, because if not, then we can get little tears. We can get little tears, and we don't know we have them until we go to the bathroom and that pee hit it. Your nails, please don't scratch. Please keep your nails cut. It's like everything you do down there is 10 times worse than anything you can do on our skin, our breast, anything, because it's thin, sensitive skin. And so, like, just intercourse itself can cause little tears or can cause friction and cause not rash, but just all types of stuff can happen. So as much as we want to have sex, we have to take a break because she got to replenish herself. We got to get her straight. The kitty got to go rest a little bit. And it's not like we don't want it, because we do. It's just she got to get herself together. Or
can I ask? So I really want to actually back the women on this way, and this is the first time that I'm going to turn into Duran Jackson and shit. I'm gonna be a bitch ass nigga for like 5 minutes. That I really do honestly agree that my whole perspective changed over when it came to sex once it became mental and more cerebral. The minor things, you know what I'm saying? The savagery is already in me. The thug shit is there. Like, you want to fuck from behind on the washing machine? Let's get it. You want to suck dick on the moon? Let's find a way to make it there. You hear me?
We don't say it, but we think like that. So yeah, we don't say it though. But we think a lot nastier than y'all do.
I want to say something, and I think that's the biggest problem. That is a big problem to me, because
express your feelings.
Us as men, we're always we're called horn dogs, we're creeps, because we're straightforward. You feel me? But the whole time, women think the same way that we do, but you don't express it. You know what I'm saying? But
because
when we aggressive, y'all looking at us like, y'all gotta get that out.
Not to mention, I personally think they think about it more than we do as well. Not so much more graphic, that too, but it's on their mind more.
The difference is, bro, now I got to be honest with you. There are stats out here that even point to like how often you should eat, just because you can't produce enough fucking gastric acids. Okay. Can you imagine having a third brain? See, this is the reason why women outlive our asses, because they got a third fucking brain, bro. Like, organ tissue is a mean motherfucker, right? So they have to create a wet environment for us to enter into, bro. Like, I can't even like understand, bro. All I got to do is get dumb and like be fucked up in my head, you know, lose a little bit of blood from right here, because I got a big ass head and feet, right? So all I got to do is make sure my erection is hard enough, right? They have to actually form juices, bro. I don't even get that shit. Like, how in the fuck can y'all conceive that? No, let's go female for a minute. No, let's do this. Let's do this amongst the men. Let's be a woman for a minute. Imagine having to get wet, bro. Imagine having to get wet, bro.
I repeat, don't question it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
No, I'm asking you a question.
And no
if you had to get wet,
what?
Bruh, we did the sour challenge, right? You never done the sour challenge like we did, right?
Nah.
Phoenix, when we had to get our mouths wet to absorb the fucking sour shit, right? That shit got weird. Hey, I want to get. Hey, that nigga want to.
God damn.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of winning, y'all. I'm tired of winning, y'all.
Fuck.
But listen, everybody out there, we have to do a small comparison, because we did the sour challenge, right? So we have salivary glands. We have 2 on, each cheek, and then we have 1 on the tongue. You know what I'm saying? We have all these, right? How hard was it for us to actually moisten the environment, right? Now imagine being a woman and have to have this involved, and they have to have a psychological advantage over their shit, bro.
Yep. I'm telling
my dick is hard in the morning, bro. It's morning wood every morning, like I'm a teenager, bro. Like, too easy.
Yeah.
But guess what? If I'm not gonna say if she ugly, but if I'm not there with her, I'm not gonna get fully hard. I might get a halfway. You dig what I'm saying?
We are talking about the woman that you love and know.
Okay. Well, see, that's different. You dig what I'm saying?
No, it's not different, because we have to be honest about it. Is that positions get old. To a woman,
Yeah.
excitement gets old for a woman.
That's
Men,
why we watch porn, bro.
Porn don't really do. Porn makes us laugh. It make me laugh anyway.
Porn makes me laugh. It's always that one thing, like, dog, I never tried doing it like that.
Look, the only porn scene that made me fully laugh was not even because of the sex that was happening. It's because like the two people that was in it were hilarious. The trash talking they were doing with each other completely distracted me. It was like, yo, who are these guys? These guys need to be casted in some type of movie. This is funny. Like you could not write the type of stuff they were saying to each other. But yeah,
you know what's scary about it is that Anna, Stephanie Garcia, she said something. She said that men ain't meant to be wet. We are. Simple, right? She makes it sound so fucking simple as being a woman. Like it's automatic. Like y'all just wake up wet. Nobody wakes up with wet mouths. Yeah, everybody has that dry mouth in the morning.
Well, that's because your mouth is,
bro.
A mouth and that mouth, two different things. Sometimes we do wake up wet. Sometimes we dream and be wet. It just depends on where we are mentally.
you got to find out that it's like a push start. All you got to do is push that button. That don't just turn on.
Yeah,
Bro,
but you got to push it right.
Exactly.
I suggest that you answer the first question. What is it about your formula that you think that you have won all these years? Because out of my experience from marriage to being a pleaser to being a person that will take risk sexually, you know what I'm saying, with a woman that I love, had my toes sucked. Whatever fetish she likes to perform, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy, nothing beyond manhood. But I've seen women that have fetishes that want to be done to me. You dig what I'm saying? So we got to get really personal and introspect. You know what I'm saying? As far as, are we holding back as men? Because I ain't gonna hold you, bro. And I know Don gonna kill me for saying this shit. And Don, I swear to God, I didn't mean this the hard way. But dykes are winning, bro. They are winning only because they connect psychologically. I don't even think it's a real physical thing because they use phalluses. You dig what I'm saying?
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't a man connect with a woman psychologically like that? That's just bullshit.
You can.
That's bullshit. We can.
No, we definitely can, but we can't. I feel like we got an ego. I think we got a block, bro. We got an ego that we don't spend enough time like in foreplay mode. You know what I'm saying? We can thug fuck. Yeah. That's what we built for. We got a weapon we gonna use.
Well, this is the thing. You gotta actually, because maybe I kind of got like a cheat code because of like, you know, where my mind is. But I personally think it's fun to, as Phoenix says, mind fuck first. I think that is fun because I'm all about getting in your head. That's just me though.
How are y'all's you and Stanice's sexual conversations? Do y'all have those conversations?
We don't mention governments on here. We don't know who the fuck she's talking about. How has your past been leading up to your now, sir?
Who is
y'all
that?
conversation? I'm sorry.
You see, this is why. This is what. See, you be gossiping too much. That's why. Well, then we very open about that stuff. That's nothing. We talk about that all the time.
Well, look, speaking of something that we talk about all the time, can we talk about Florida? Because they wilded the fuck out.
Oh, AI's favorite state.
Hey, Nikki, we sorry. We are not picking on Florida, but they just keep showing up in our damn timeline.
You know what? I think when all this clears up, Phoenix, thank you. I think when all this clears up, when we start traveling, we need to do a social experiment. We need to do that thing where we just go around interviewing people and asking random questions And I think AI needs to be the interviewer in Florida. On a beach somewhere.
You know what? I will gladly be on a beach with my navel out. With my navel out. Ask
the Floridians some questions and communicate and connect with them.
Nah, bro. If y'all ain't gonna be around me, just surround me with security because, bro, I'm gonna be wrecking out that bitch, bro. I know people from FLA. You hear me?
What's wrong?
FLA dot, bro. Hey,
shout out to my people from Florida. It's love. I don't know why AI here got such a
everybody, bro. Is there no place you don't love or people you don't love? You gotta hate somebody or dislike something.
I rock with everybody who rock with me. That's just it. And there's people in Florida there's a lot of folk in Florida who rock with me. That's just how I am.
So they will rock with you and rob you at the same time, bro. We about to get into it, bro. All
right, look. All right, fine. Look at this. We were talking about phobias some episodes back, and the GI Mo has a distinct phobia for the state of Florida. And we got to figure out what was there an experience that you had down there is Florida the Sunshine State, or is that well, anyways, what experience did you have down there in Florida that developed this?
First and foremost, Florida is not the Sunshine State. When I was down there, it was monsooning. I've never seen rain like that. I felt like fucking Forrest Gump, motherfuckers. Big old fat rain. I was on that joint like, yeah, I'm back in the fucking trenches. You hear me? Fuck, and all the rain tastes like cocaine, bro. It's something in the fucking water there, bro. Like they snort too much down that joint. But in Tamarack, Florida, a Florida man is accused of possessing more than 1,700 child pornography photographs and videos of having sexual contact with 2. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Can I get a horn real quick? Bro? Since you want to do sound effects. Not just 1, 2 of his dogs, authority said.
What kind of sicko is this?
Hey, bro, he's in your age group, bro. Robert Joseph Glaros, 27 of Tamarack. I don't know how the fuck they want to call it because, you know, they a little geeky down there. Was arrested Wednesday and charged with 10 counts of possession of child pornography and compiling them on a computer, and then 2 charges engaged with bestiality in Broward County. Now we need Nikki on this one.
That is all disgusting. That is disgusting. All of it.
Nasty ass.
With emojis. So when all this clears up, we're gonna send GI Mo on the first thing smoking down to Florida to get these interviews popping. So make sure y'all meet him at the nearest South South Beach.
Nah.
You know, he will be there, mic'd up and all. So get your shine on, folks.
Nah. I've been down there. I done had wet willies and all that bullshit. Nah. It's all bullshit. It's underwhelming, bro. Like I can get that shit up here for the low. You hear me? Like I can get Slurpees that are inoculated with fucking alcohol up here. You dig what I'm saying?
Done,
yeah, I'm done with them, bro. I'm done with it. But I got to be honest with you, bro. It's always some weird shit, bro. This is not the only story that I posted, bro.
Fine. I think we got time in the schedule for another one.
Are you sure?
I don't know, but do it anyway before we change our mind.
Are you positive?
You got 10 seconds to do it before we change our mind.
Oh no, because hey look. I still gotta post this shit. Like, hey, look, I still gotta go through all the feeds and everything that we did. Let's move on. Go ahead. I'll bring it back.
Cool.
It's no worries.
What else we got, Rock?
No, fuck that. You know what, Rock? Fuck all that. Cut your mic off because I don't want to hear your voice right now, bro. Even your chain sounds too sultry, bro. Like it sounds like you on some slow talk, love jams like shit. Hey, yeah. Tonight we are gonna play some fucking Beverly Mays that you never heard before, remixed with
Bro, he got background
Bobby
music
Shmurda.
for you.
Yay.
Hey, yeah.
Beverly Mays remix with Bobby Shmurda.
Congrats
Shout
for
outs to
being
him,
home,
too.
Bobby. Shouts out. Bobby Shmurda.
But y'all go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. I still got to look up the rest of these joints.
So real quick, I just
You'll
want to
find one.
make a quick announcement. If y'all really want to just call in right now and talk to us, go ahead and hit this number right now. We're gonna go ahead and link y'all in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, call in. So now, all right, see? Oh, we got a number. All right, so in addition, so anybody who's anybody, you don't even have to go through all the rigmarole to jump on here. Because granted, that's a every now and then thing we allow when you come in here. So now you can call in and talk your ish to us. And now, if you don't even have to get on here to talk your ish to GIMO, female listeners, so he can just endure the voice. You can be an anonymous caller for all we want. So call in, hit the number.
Fuck you, Quick. Fuck Phoenix. Fuck Nikki. Fuck Zena. Fuck Anna. Fuck everybody, because I don't understand. I just agree with everything Phoenix said, and they skipped over me and said, "Go ahead, Phoenix. Bleed again, Phoenix. Periods matter, Phoenix." This shit is weird as fuck.
Everybody,
I can't be no good for no woman, y'all. This shit is bullshit.
Anybody who wants to call in, call in on the number at the bottom of the screen. Write it down. Get on your landline if you have to and call in. If you still got one anyway, because I know everybody don't got them no more. But go ahead, call in and get your 2 cents in. Because Rock then took it up a notch. We are taking regular callers. So dial and call in now. Oh, snap. We got the first one.
Ain't no way in fuck. He on a business call.
No.
1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
To exchange
Hello?
Imani.
Oh, that's my daughter. Oh, shit. That's my daughter, y'all. This is my daughter calling me. Oh, my God, y'all.
1.
Hey.
Press 2.
No filter show. Call her.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, beautiful girl. How are you feeling? I don't want to hear your laugh because I'm falling in love again. I'm tired of this shit. Don't make me all gooey and shit.
Yeah, keep on talking.
Keep talking. You're gonna actually make the female viewers like him today.
This is my daughter, y'all.
Hey, G.I. Hey, G.I. Junior.
Hello. I'm weak.
Talk to me, baby.
I was just coming in here because I truly support you. So first I had to come here.
Rock, zoom in on him, Rock. Zoom in on him.
Thank you, baby girl. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's G.I. Jane, by the way, too. Yeah, we're going to change your name. It's G.I. Jane. Okay? If I'm G.I. Mo, you G.I. Jane. You dig?
Is that your
oldest?
oldest?
You, Boogie Bed. Have you been listening?
Of course I have.
So you a young 18-year-old, right?
Oh, yeah. It's oldest.
Yeah.
I've interviewed you before on the show.
But I'm listening.
I mean, what do you feel like being in an early relationship? What do you feel like as far as being a young woman? Or, is there something that, God damn it, I don't even know how to ask you this. I'm so embarrassed right now, but I have to do this, okay? Do you feel like that sex matters to you at this point at 18?
Yeah.
You can be brutally honest.
It does.
Mm-hmm. And why?
It's because it's a mental thing. Once you let that flower go, it's kind of like, I don't know, your body is like, it's hard to explain. Like your mental, it's not so much something that you need, but it's something that is just it's something that would be great to have.
Mm-hmm. So as far as when it comes to mental at your age, do you worry about that more so, or do you worry about physicality? Do you want to have physical sex, or are you going to be more into the mental aspect of it? Do you look for love first, or do you worry about
It's
sexual satisfaction first?
Love. It has to be love. Because, I mean, not trying to be TMI, but losing my virginity, of course, it was love. It wasn't just something like a quick thing or just something just cut. So, of course, I can't go from love to straight up just not giving a damn about nothing. Like, I value myself a little more to just be out here doing the do for no reason. That's what I was taught anyway.
Well, yeah, you were taught well, of course. I pat my chest and my back at the same time. So, but we got to be real about this, okay? Because I got to have you on here because we had a discussion yesterday. And of course, this has been coming up in the news, okay? At the same time that we are talking about sexuality and strength, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to women and their sexuality. Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, are those people that you look up to and you look to for like guidance when it comes to sexual exploits or goals?
No, not at all. Not at all. I can't. I've never been the type to look at a celebrity as if they were something to look up to. I've never, like, I don't have a celebrity that I can say inspires me because I just feel like nowadays the celebrities that we have, they're not role models. They don't, I don't know. They're just not somebody I can say like, Dad, I wish I was that person, or they make me want to get up in the morning and put my clothes on and go to work. They're so more about sex and just throwing themselves out there, which me, I've never been that type of person.
Well, lucky me. And I'm glad to have you as a daughter. And you know what? Those are wise words from an 18-year-old, everybody out there. This is my daughter. This is my baby. This is my booger butt, as everybody knows that I call her. I thank you for supporting me, beautiful.
Of course, Daddy. I love you.
I love you too, beautiful.
All right.
Now I'm going to go cry and set myself on fire. I love you.
So look,
that was real.
We had another caller call in. I'm sorry, caller. If you give us a call back, you can go ahead and hop back on the line with us.
That was real, man. I love how open you and your daughter are, and how freely you guys can talk about these things. You know.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna go take a break real quick. Yeah, I'll be right back, y'all.
All right. So real quick,
he crying on the inside. It's okay.
He can't cry.
Okay.
He had to hear it.
That's all right. That was a real moment. That was a real father-daughter moment. So I completely understand. That was dope. That was fire.
We're gonna take a quick moment to go on a commercial break real quick. Hold on, time out. We got another caller. Hold on.
Well, let them roll in. Take advantage, folks.
One to send a voicemail.
No Filter Show.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Who we got on the line?
That's my mama.
Oh, that's Mama Phoenix.
That's Vicky C.
Hey,
Mama.
Hey, how are you?
What's going on, Mama? Nice to finally meet the woman who birthed the blue one.
Oh, okay. All right. It's not a
Shoot. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say about what we're talking about, Mom?
I find it very interesting. As an older woman, uh, and talk about sex or lack thereof. But I think that we're in a relationship. We y'all were talking about relationship. We're in a relationship as an older woman. I think you have to take into account um, your work life. And my age, all my kids are grown, and so what would be a factor would be health issues and stuff like that. Um, Getting older, and um, I think sex is very important, but I'm getting to a point where just being with that person, the companionship, is it too. So I'll be 55 on my birthday, and do I want sex yet? Hell yeah, I want sex. Shit, yeah, I want sex. But I don't have a partner, and I'm just facing the realities of being an older person, and you know, maybe it's not easy to find someone, at my age, and so I guess companionship is good as well. And, um, and I'm
May I,
very particular. I'm very, very particular. I don't just lay down with anybody. You
may I
have
ask you?
to capture
May
my
I ask you a
mind first.
question?
You have to capture my mind first.
May I please ask you a question?
Oh,
You
hi,
said that you,
Diablo.
hey, what's happening? So you said that you are on the verge of what, going on 60, 58, whatever, right?
I said 55 to.
She's about to turn 55, Gi.
You are about to just turn 55. Are there any physiological changes or hormonal changes that you go through as a woman where you really pay attention more so, just to turn you on? Now, this is you women are listening right now because this is their future, right?
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Is there anything physiological that changes and hormonally changes within a woman of your age and your status? You know what I'm saying? You up there, like you a beast. You know what I'm saying? You can offer everybody here more knowledge. You pretty much explained it, but
so,
let's get personal. What do you if do you still require sex at that age?
yeah. Are you serious? Yeah.
What
Yeah.
kind of sex? What would you rather have when it comes to intimacy? What would you want out of a man?
I want it all.
What? Last hurrah? Shotgun to the face?
Hold on, Mama Phoenix. Hold on, Mama Phoenix. Hold on now.
Oh no, that's Vicky's secret. Hey, that's Vicky's secret. Hey,
Hold
look, I've been
on
dealing with her
now.
for a numerous amount of years. What's up, Vicky C?
your sex drive does, well, to say your sexuality doesn't go anywhere just because you age. Um, I'm the same person sexually. I think that was when I was in my 20s. You know, I'm a little bit more adventurous now than I was in my 20s. In my 20s, there's certain things I wouldn't do. Like I didn't like oral. I didn't, believe in cookies and stuff like that. Like now that I'm older, I'm more open to anything. I'll try anything once.
Excuse you. Now, since you said that key word, anything, now we got to go into G.I.Mo's life, okay, and all the experience that I've had with older women your age, right?
Phoenix is dreading this right now. I can tell how she tripped her head.
I'm actually not because I have these conversations with my mother. This is nothing.
So it's
All
not going to
right,
be any
let's get it.
surprise. It's not going to be any surprise when I say this, right? But specifically, were you inhibited, you know, in your earlier years, sexually?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
was a quickie a bad thing?
To me, it was because I over romanticize everything, and you know, so I like to make, you know, make love, passionate, slow, passionate love. Like, I was talking to this guy one time. He was telling me how he and his girl, you know, got in at the restaurant at the table, and I'm thinking, how in the hell did you do that? But you know, she sat on his lap and they got it in. And to me, that was, you know, things he just didn't do. And like now, hey, I'll join the Mile High Club. I'll get it in at the restaurant. I get it in wherever I want to. You know, wherever the mood hits.
Your mom is the truth, Phoenix. I just want you to know that. She is the truth.
Hey, look, we're not gonna keep having family members on here embarrassing our light-skinned asses, okay? We're gonna need somebody else mama to call in and family members and shit, because this shit is getting beautiful. Like, it's getting too beautiful. It's too serene, man, to have these open conversations. This is a lost art. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to digress, and I'm gonna let the Phoenix go ahead and do her thing.
Do your thing.
Okay, so Ma, you still on here?
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as your ideals or your fantasies, because that's what it was, of over romanticizing love or sex, and the deprivation or being deprived from actually having or enjoying sex, do you credit that to religion?
Yeah, I do, and being in a marriage where I had to hold back my sexuality because my husband, he had no interest in it. He had health problems, but he had basically did everything humanly possible sexually before he married me. So he had no interest in sex, and we would have sex like once a month, you know, for years. But a lot of it did have to do with religion. You know, only.
Oh shit!
What happened?
That flip phone, it died. The flip phone died.
Did we lose her?
I think we got another caller though.
Oh goodness!
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in.
Vicky C will be back. Brock.
All right, we waiting on the next caller. Take one more caller. Florida number. I think I know who this one is.
Oh snap! That's my homie calling. Hey,
I think this is pretty dope.
Yay! So we gotta. All right, I think we have a new segment here on the show, folks. So yeah, we gotta keep this. Yo, homie, I know who you are. Call back in.
Hello. Hold on. It's on me.
I think this is going to be beautiful that Nikki cannot answer any phone calls.
Let me kick this off.
Hello.
Yes.
Who do we have? Who do we have?
Hello.
Yeah.
Is this Nikki? Is this
Nikki?
Yes, this is me.
Hey, my dog. Yo, Nikki, what up? It's Quick.
Hey, Quick, what's up?
What's poppin', Queen? How you doing?
I'm blessed.
Hey, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you finally tapping in, yo. So
Hey, real
tell
quick.
me.
Hold on, real quick.
What-
Hey, Nikki, do me a favor. Mute your radio. Whatever you're listening to the show on, just mute it real quick.
Yes, it.
There we go.
Hey, that's what we talking about now. Nikki, please tell me you've been now. Granted, I already know you listening, so I ain't got to worry about that. So tell me, family, what do you think about everything that's going on here? Like the topic of discussion. What you got?
Whew. Well, with me, like I had put up, with with my body, sometime by me just having surgery a couple years ago from breast cancer and everything, I get insecure. You ain't got that, yeah.
Look, we're not at odds tonight. So what I want you to do is express prior to the surgery. What did you feel like prior to? Was everything copacetic?
Oh, I was a bomb. Thank you. I was in there.
But not you per se. Let's do this. Let's do this for the younger homie up here. You know what I'm saying? K Quick. He is really absorbing things. My daughter's listening. Like there's a lot of people that are listening. And what they need to know is prior to a major injury, a surgery, cancer, a autoimmune disease, before you were crippled, before you felt like shit, when you were the bomb diggity and still is, right? Like, so like
Facts.
even past that, you're still beautiful, right? Because we love your energy here. We love you at all times. You did. But it feels like you're talking as if now you're different. So let's relive the past. Let's actually spin the block and relive your past when you were the vixen, when you were the one that was in charge. Okay. How many marriages have you had? One. Are you still married to this day?
No.
Okay. Now, let's go back to when you first got married. What age did you get married at?
20.
Say what?
20.
And I got headphones on.
Oh, it
Say
was
what?
20. She said 20, dog. 20.
At 20. Okay, so that was 2 years above me. I did the Southern thing. I did the military thing. I got married at 18. You dig? So 19. Let's just say 1 year. 1 year before you.
When I got married.
What was it about the marriage? Was the sex consistent on a daily basis up until the divorce, or what happened that changed everything?
To be honest, it was more sex before the marriage. Once we got married, he changed.
So this goes back to the original question here. When you say I do, what happens between two individuals that suddenly causes that turn in their sexual relationship? Because Nikki just said there was a change. Now in the clip, the woman went through changes. Theoretically, most of the time, the joke, as we call it, is mainly because the joke is normally said amongst us men. Mainly, they say, "Hey, enjoy it now," because as soon as you say "I do," the sex you're having now, kid, forget about it. She ain't giving it. But in this situation, Nikki says something in him changed. So both ways.
To me, I believe he changed because back then when we got married, of course, we got married. I think it was under pressure because I got pregnant.
Okay.
He wasn't really ready. We put like this, we really both wasn't really ready to be married. And he wanted to go out like he was still single.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be single, hit the road.
Mm. So you feel it was mainly because of the pregnancy you two decided to tie.
Yeah.
All right, I see. Interesting.
Now, we're not going to put everything on just being, you said tired of each other, right? Or you just got used to each other. I forgot the nomenclature that you use. What's the exact phrase that you just used? Nikki?
When we got married, he still wanted to be single, really, basically.
So basically, you're saying when you guys were married, the way he moved out in public was not in the nature of somebody who was married. It was still in the way of a bachelor.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Was there anything specifically that changed sexually? Because we got to keep it on topic, because this is the main topic. I can't believe this is spun off into a whole hour conversation damn near. My daughter has chimed in. This shit is getting deep.
This is some real stuff.
This shit is getting deep, but we got to be real, Nikki. And look, hey, listen, I understand that we don't want to be.
I'm going to be real.
Mm-hmm.
You want to start dipping in the other pot, the other side of the pot.
What the fuck you mean by that?
Yeah, you can be blunt on here, Nikki. It's all right.
He wanted to start talking to men.
So that's the other part, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not going to front. That's a big plot twist. I was not expecting that.
I'm not going to let dead air just last on here, but that is very shocking, and I'm surprised that you even opened up, and I'm proud of you for even saying it. But
salute. Yeah.
You know, no harp against the LGBTQIE. I don't know what the fuck it means, but
but no, that's just, and pardon my facial expression, I just did not think she was going to say that. That just hit the story. That just hit us like a ton of bricks just there. I'm like, oh, plot twist. Yeah, that one. That was heavy.
And so we have to talk about this, because there are a lot of women out here that feel very insecure nowadays as far as men choosing the other side of the coin. You dig? Like, you know what I mean? Like you said, the other side of the pot or whatever. But does that change your mental evaluation over men and how we act? And, you know what I mean? Like, because you said the sex was crazy at first, right?
Yes. Hold on. Let me explain something. I'm gonna go deeper. Since I'm putting all the cards on the table.
Yeah.
It not only happened once; it happened twice to me, and that right there, it will bring self-esteem on you. Like, okay, what the hell did I do?
So like that same situation where he went to the other side, that happened twice, you saying?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
2 different relationships.
Wow. Okay.
So again, any lessons, or were there any signals? Was there something that you felt like you didn't do? Because everybody feels guilt when they have bad relationships, or they can't satisfy another person, supposedly sexually, right? So we think that phalluses, we think that our dicks, and we think that vaginas only work in one way. You know what I'm saying? One manner, right? So you felt like in the beginning that you were giving your all sexually, correct?
Yeah.
Did he ever complain about not being able to please you?
No.
So there was nothing missing out of the fucking puzzle. There was nothing there. No excuses.
And also, there was no indication at all that
On
they
the
were into what they. What was that you said, Nikki?
patient, it was an indication, but you be so much in love, you look over it
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
until it really slaps you in the face.
Right. Right. Now, granted, being that you have been through that situation twice, was there any like lessons? Was there anything that you took away from those two? Like now, when you look back and you evaluate the individual you have become today, is there anything that you personally look for now? Is there anything you learned or took from those situations?
If I feel something's wrong, I'm gonna say something.
Definitely. Well, that's wild. And for real, we definitely appreciate you coming on, Nikki. You already know how me and you get down. Like I definitely appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you rocking with us and so on and so forth. And we appreciate you chiming in and sharing your story, because for real, what you've been through and literally your conclusion to all this could have helped somebody else out there. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Granted, we unpack, we talk our ish, but for real, as long as we can get something real out of everything we speak, that's the truth, and we thank you for that.
No problem. Hey,
It
Rock.
has been so dope to interact, man.
I'm sorry,
It's been
G.
so dope.
This got to get done. Can you put him in the back?
Oh my God, I knew it was coming. I knew it was, she said it had to be good. I knew it was coming. It was going so good. It was going so well, yeah.
Hey, we thank you for calling.
How this sound, y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect.
It was going. He said, "Yeah, we can hear you." Oh, we love you, Nikki. We love you.
Nikki explained all of that shit just to say that that was her thing. That was what the fuck she got off on.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
Nikki. Hey, look, listen. And I want to do this in the Rock voice. Okay, let me turn my volume up real quick. So yeah. So yeah, Nikki, next week when we come back on this show, don't you call in here again, because I'm gonna harass you. I'm gonna go full Cosby. I'm gonna make sure that your life is a living hell. You hear me?
Oh man,
I love you and hate you at the same time. Yeah, and she won, and you did it. You followed through. You motherfucker. You followed through.
You got to keep the friends.
Man, and I'm gonna tell you right now, shouts out to Rock. And granted, none of this was planned, folks. Rock just sprung this on in a genius way, and thank goodness, because I think we have a permanent segment on the episode. So
time for the fun time.
Yeah, definitely. So now we have a segment where you two can just call in and chime in and give your 2 cents. But don't get it confused. We still have that little contest going on where we look at the interaction.
Mm-hmm.
And on one of these shows about nothing, we will select one of you all to jump on here for an entire show. And when I say jump in here, not just a phone call, but up here, up close and personal with us all. But until then, everybody gets to be a part of the show. So make sure
Let me say
you
something.
hear that, what do you got to say? All right, we'll say it after the ad.
Amina is in this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Amina is commenting. And Amina knows that I have a target on her motherfucking head like a bison. We on the hunt, Amina. Hopefully you ain't sleep yet, because you're too young to be up this late. You understand me?
That's wild. But y'all, make sure y'all be on the lookout for this segment of the show. Now, we don't got a name for it yet. But Probably don't even need one. When we just say call in and you see the number going across the bottom there, put it up again, right? When you see the number going across, when you see that number going across like so, that means the floor is open and the lines are available for you to jump in. So just tune into the show and you'll be a part of the show verbally. Now,
this guy's a walking.
As we move on. Hold on. Make sure you call in when it's time to talk. Now that's a commercial.
That sounded like a horror porn commercial.
A horror porn, dang.
Yeah, you sound like you fucked the machete just before you said that.
Oh no, don't say that. Die, pause. No.
Blade first. Straight to the pee hole, bro. That's how the fuck you.
I was with you until you say, "All right, Rock, let him marinate."
Love and shit.
Let him marinate.
God dang.
Yeah, let him friggin' Nate. So what else is going on in the world?
That's brutal.
Very. What else is going on in the world?
Where y'all want to go? Do y'all want to go to some questions like since we talking about sex and all, does body count matter?
Might as well. You might as well stay on there. So
let's get it.
Now, to bring this in, firstly, the value of the female anatomy is placed on a much higher scale than males. Therefore, that whole if we take it back in the day to the old stigma, a male with X amount of body counts was viewed a certain way, you know, the stud, the player, whatsoever. Female with the same amount of bodies as a stud would get viewed as being easy, or many other slurs and titles and so on and so forth. Now, today,
what it do, Amina?
What's going on, Amina? What's going on?
Hey, Amina.
So if you unpack that and how we view it today, does it matter for real? Like if you meet somebody on the dating scene and that subject happens to come up, like say fellas, say your girl tells you she got 18 bodies in her span of being active. Does that bother you or no? Does it matter? Just to throw one out there, like between 18 and 20. Let's say 18 to be exact. GMO?
My Jesus, why am I always the goddamn pincushion, man? Hey, look, I'm tired of people doing voodoo on my ass, man. Hey, look, the only thing y'all keep doing is feeding me carbs. I'm tired of being 272 plus. Okay,
I did say
fuck
fellas.
that. No. Excuse you, Phoenix. I'm gonna have to back you off.
Okay,
because there is another fucking male in here. Okay?
All right, fine.
And he just so happens he can't talk, but he can hit fucking sound effects. His finger and his mouth doesn't correlate. You understand me?
Hey, if you talk to my wife, she might tell you.
Oh my God, bro. Stop talking to me like that, bro.
All right, so now this dude think he Don DeMarco all of a sudden.
Right. He does. You sound like you rape fur babies or something, like in the tundra. Like you go up top, and you be like, "Excuse me, I've missed you all summer."
So,
and I'm cold.
Fine. Since you got a problem with it, Rock, you with a girl and she say she got 18, and she got an 18 man body count.
How old
look at? You say what?
How old are we?
You grown?
Are we my age? I'm 36.
Not. I would say like when you're fresh in. Let's say 22.
22? Oh yeah. Nah, that's a problem. High body count, short amount of time. Nah.
So if it depends on age, you're saying.
Yeah.
So what if they're late 20s, like 30 or something, 28, 29, 30.
And 18 bodies?
18 bodies.
What's that, like 2 bodies a year? Roughly. That's still kind of high, but I mean, we young.
Are you doing whole math?
Whole math.
What is that?
Hold on, we gonna get to the number.
Oh man.
What is that? Yeah, Amina. Oh yeah, Amina definitely gonna call me for that. Oh man. So yeah,
Well,
that's still
I
kind
got
of
a few stats. Giabo, you gonna say something quick? You gonna say something about it before I get some
well.
stats?
All right. Well, let's just go around with that number real quick. So for both ages, early 20s and late 20s, 22 and 28, 29, 30. GMO is 18 too much for a woman at that during in at 22, and is it too much at 22 or and is it too much in the late 20s?
No,
leading in.
no. I have been with women that are very unexperienced sexually, and it is hard to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And so at a certain point, and this was in my early 20s, because I dealt with sexually experienced women, I really am a MILF hunter. Like, I really like women who have children. You know what I'm saying? I have an obsession with that. I love women who have kids. I'm not really into women who aren't experienced sexually and or have not been through responsibility. You dig what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I must admit that 18 bodies for a oh shit, you said 20-year-old?
22.
It's a lot.
Like let's
That is
say
a
they
lot.
were let's say they were active ever since they were like 16.
Oh,
And by 2022 they had 18.
my 18-year-old daughter's listening. I'm ready to throw up right now. I heard if she called back in and said, "Hey, daddy," that's what I did. I'll be like,
And they spent it all over you.
No, but that is a lot for 22. That is.
Hold on.
All
Yeah,
right,
that is a
so
lot.
all right, fine. Let's say 25.
Hold on, we got a caller.
Oh, let's do it. Call
Oh
her.
shit, I know exactly who it is.
Hold on. No filter show. Caller. Hold on, my bad, caller. No filter show. Caller. Uh-oh.
Hey y'all.
What it
The
do?
evil laugh off the top.
Hey.
Y'all know who this is.
Who is this?
Do
No
we? Who
shit.
is it? I don't know who
I
that
can
is.
say it. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Let me say it. It's Amina.
Oh, the militant, the
My
other
arch
militant.
nemesis. My arch nemesis.
She is the Joker to your Batman.
She's Harley Quinn. I am
All right,
Joker.
yeah.
She's Harley fucking Quinn.
All right, so
You
yeah,
hear
so
the
y'all
laugh?
got.
Do you hear that laugh? Do you hear
Yeah, that was
laugh?
the most evil intro I've heard. That was an evil laugh. I didn't know whether to greet her or bring out some holy water.
Hey, love, how you feeling?
What's going on? Amina, what's popping? Did we
Oh
lose her?
shit, that flip phone finally died, huh? Okay,
Nah, bro.
you sound that hood. Yeah, you sound like you got a flip phone, love.
Oh, that's her.
Oh, is she talking?
Ain't shit, just washing my hair.
Oh, okay. And she
No, I
still
don't got no
decided to
flip
call.
phone.
All right, so tell me something, Amina.
Yo,
If you're with a guy, let's just say you guys are fine. Let's stick it to the original question. Let's say you guys are 22 years old and you talking to a fella, and you find out I made conversation that he has a body count of 18 girls. Is that a problem for you, or is that not a problem?
I mean, I don't think it's a problem because at least he experienced and hopefully he know how to wrap up, he know the ins and outs of vagina, and you know what I'm saying, know the ins and outs of himself too. So I mean, as long as somebody can accept you for you and your past, ain't that what matters?
Mm-hmm. And since you on here, Phoenix, Is that too much for you at 22 for a fella?
Yeah, because at 22, I only had one.
Mm.
That's
All
a
right,
whole
so
lot for me.
Nah, bruh. Nah. Fuck that. I mean, fuck that.
Here
You
you
think
go,
I'm gonna
here
let
you
you
go.
off? You think I'm just gonna let Quick make you feel comfortable on this goddamn platform that we have that we work so hard for to
Let me
fucking
just
have
mute.
great topics? Okay, it doesn't work like that, love.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to deal with a man that had 5 attempted murders in his past, could you let that go? And
Hell
or
no.
5 murders, could you let that go?
Hell no. Does that mean he?
That's what we look at your vagina as. It is a murder scene. All the kids have died in that motherfucker. We ain't with it. We ain't with the smoke. We ain't with the smoke, love.
That escalated. That escalated very quickly. That escalated.
Yo, you are crazy.
All right, so Amina, in all seriousness, at that age, what is too much to you? Is there a number that is just that'll just make you rethink the situation?
I mean, yeah.
What is it?
Niggas be remembering, like, I would say, like, niggas be like 126 and 140 and shit like that. You're like, okay, so you was counting that shit. You ain't had shit else to do. You playing, you know what I'm saying? That's your favorite sport.
So wait a minute, what age is that at? So you mean like 120, like 120 bodies at 22?
Nah, my man said he got like 147, and that nigga just turned 30.
All right, let's divide that. How many bodies is that a year, roughly? And like it depends on when he started, of course.
Sex like 16, 17.
All right, so if he started,
to be fucking like that, you gotta stay hydrated.
Straight up, like I think he shoot.
Is his skinny jeans baggy? Is what Rock just basically asked.
Is he trying to break Will Chamberlain record?
He only got one baby.
That's impossible. For all my Spanish homies, Anna, all the Garcias out there. Hey, listen. One baby and he got that many bodies?
That's a lot of bodies. 120 something. What was the exact number again? Was it 120 or 140? You said?
I think it was 147.
140. Oh, like so he got 150 bodies.
Goodness gracious. Oh my God.
150 of them things, and one seed became of it. Correct?
Yeah, one that completed the mission.
Wow, that is a wow. 150 at 30.
You know, everybody be like, abort, abort.
Wow. I don't know what to say to that one.
I want to play detective. I want to play detective. I want to play detective because now we gotta go ahead. And I hate to do this to my brethren and my brethren. How many abortions does he brag about?
See that? I don't know.
Because see, he being a millionaire. If he paid for 147 abortions, what year out of all the years that he started? 147?
That nigga ain't paying for shit.
He had a lot of spare. I know what his hobby is, but
his sperm work is don't.
Whatever drugs these youngins on, I want it. And I want it now. You hear me? I want it now. Because them drugs is making niggas impotent as fuck. Y'all ain't gotta worry about birth control no more. The Molly and all that shit gonna shake that shit, you know, because ain't no way in hell that you had sex with 147 women. You don't got at least 3 baby mamas. At the least 3 baby mamas.
I mean, 147. Where does he find the time? Where does he find the time?
He don't got no job. He still drugs.
Oh, that's an interesting viewpoint right there. So,
wow.
Do women Jesus
Dang.
Christ.
Wow.
Dang.
That's a
Well,
lot of damn money.
dang. That is a lot of money. All right, so yeah,
You write that off.
if you times the price of Plan B pills plus the amount of bodies he got, it rounds up. Yeah, that's a lot. Dang. Cause how much do they cost?
$50 a pop. That was back in the
Dang.
day. They
What,
probably like 68, 70 now.
what, your Plan B?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 50.
Yeah,
That
they
is
50 on average.
That is a lot. That is a lot of money, yo. For 150
They must
bodies,
be
yo.
it up.
Whew.
Young, this shit is taking me off, like, it's taking me off track, yeah. Like, real talk. I mean,
we got hit with two stories we wasn't ready for.
no, it's a beautiful thing when people can call in. I mean, it's
that's
anything
real.
that you would like to ask us men and how we view things, or something that you might have went through with men that you don't understand just yet.
Indeed.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
You said, what about my mama? Bruh, if you use
know what?
another fucking sound effect, I swear for God, bro. Hey, yeah, we be twinning, bro. Hey, yeah, don't do it, Rock. Don't stop doing this to me, bro.
I'm surprised he ain't hit you. I'm surprised he ain't hit you with the wah wah wah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm waiting for the perfect one for that one.
The only reason why I said the only reason why I say it to Amina, because last time I grilled you, you know what I'm saying? So this is an open forum. So if there's anything that you would like to ask us about the subject that we're talking about, and you want to learn something or you want to hear something, you know what I'm saying? It's an open landscape.
That's too much for y'all. Yeah, I want to ask that too.
Is what too much for us?
It's 18. If a woman is, I would say, if a woman is 27 and she had 18 bodies, is that too much for y'all?
How old was she when she started having sex?
Right. How spread out is that?
See that I don't know. I'm just saying a number.
Well, but you gotta remember, we when you ask that, we gotta give like a decent start time here. Because granted, when I asked
all right, so what if a woman was, what if she was 27 and she started doing it at 15? And she had 18.
It's pushing it, but let me think.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, that's pushing. Yeah, it's a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. Not that.
I look at it like a car. I don't like a lot of mileage.
Yeah, that's like buying a car that got like 100 and some odd thousand miles on it already.
Yeah, gotta be good mileage. Because I don't want to be riding around the way and somebody be like, "Hey, I rode that car."
Right. The transmission flooded, sir.
Right.
Okay, let me get you some stats, because these numbers.
Somebody come up. Right. What if somebody come up to you and say, "Yo, by the way, that alignment is off."
Quick. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all these stats. Okay.
That was a good one.
I got it off of xonicole.com. And this article was from April 12, 2019. So it says 41.3% of men and 32.6% of women lie about their sexual history. Men tend to increase the number, and women tend to decrease their number. 8% of women were willing to end the relationship if their partners, I'm sorry, not women, 8% of people were willing to end the relationship if their partner's numbers were too low. And 30% would call it quits if their numbers were too high. On this survey they did, they said, what were too many partners? So men want women to have less than 14 partners, and women think men with over 15 past partners is too much.
That's average, right?
No, they're saying, now this was done in 2019. They're saying that men that have more than 15 partners, that is too much. And men usually want women to have less than 14 partners.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I think
Can I
that's
say
definitely true.
something? Oh, hey,
What's
go ahead,
up?
Amina. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. That's the
No,
first
go
time you
ahead,
probably
go
heard
ahead.
that from a man, but go ahead, finish first.
Oh shit.
Wow.
No, go ahead, Mo.
You are out of line. Out of line.
She don't even get me yet. Yeah, you honestly could have finished your thought. And in all honesty, we are listening, so I can digress. Did you have a thought that you need to get out?
What you mean?
Like, do
Just
you have
off
a
of
response
those
to that?
questions. Yeah, you can elaborate.
Like, do you have a response to those stats at all?
No, I think what you just said was true. Because at the end of the day, a man will ask you that, and it's just like my mother always told me, like, even with different people, period, like, you're not even supposed to be telling somebody, you know what I'm saying, your number.
So ain't none of my damn business.
Yeah.
It's
So
it's
like,
not.
somebody's gonna use that shit. They're gonna try to use that shit against you too.
Well, if you have more than 147 males, it's everybody's
Oh hell
business.
no.
You hear me? Like, it's always confrontation when it comes to your vagina. So
Right.
women have to think about that aspect of it, is that a man could be bowling, minding his fucking business, doing a pastime, something simple as that, wearing slick shoes. He could slip on wax and he could fuck around and break a leg. You hear? But if the man next to him can say, hey man, me and my man's, we did her something dirty, shit feels different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
That hit different. I mean, yeah, because like,
Everybody
granted,
think about that.
bruh, like Rock, and that's in
Yeah, a
your
lot of
opinion.
motherfuckers that be in relationships, that be married and all that, and still be doing them. And you just be like, damn.
That's facts.
I be
But
like,
like,
I'm single.
But
Okay.
yeah, but for real, let's take the situation Amina was talking about had and let's flip it. If it was a female who had that body count, the 147, dang near 150 body count at 30, and you were talking to her, and you found that out, with that, I mean, what's your reaction?
I mean, it would affect me. Because I'm be like, damn, my man used to mess with you. But it's just like, at the end of the day, I would look at it as grow the fuck up. But then I'm just like, nah, you gotta grow in peace. But then it's just like, if you really want to be with that person, you see yourself like really dealing with this person, even, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
We would have to move out of state.
It's like a 50.
There's no way.
Yeah. Yeah, like where you don't know
I would have to
nobody.
move to like Indonesia or something.
So a third world country or something like that, unknown, parts unknown.
If you've had 147 males within the DMV area, that means you have fucked every first cousin of the man that you want to love at that point. Real talk. That's real fucking talk.
Oh, no bull.
Well, bro, it ain't that. It's like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you though. If I go to, I found out in my last family reunion I was related to everybody in Charles County for some reason. So that's not too far from the truth.
Sucks to be you, buddy.
There used to be 6 degrees of separation. There's only 1.5 degrees of separation because of the internet and the high speed and 5G and all this shit. So I'm pretty sure Amina has dealt with IG and how things work. You dig what I'm saying? A man having 147 women is impossible because women talk. So therefore, by the time we done slept with 10 of you, everybody knows everything.
Straight up.
So I know cuz lying. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say that. Okay.
Well, Will
he don't have enough
Chamberlain,
babies he don't have enough babies to justify his movement. You dig? If I slept with 147 women,
No,
at
I
least
wouldn't say he's lying. I wouldn't say he's lying. That nigga real life, he's a whore. And I ain't even lying.
Goodness.
Like, from back in the MySpace days.
147 is hard to fathom.
I
And
mean,
still have a dick.
Will Chamberlain said in his book,
you going around doing this having
in
sex
his
and you say you don't got a
lifetime,
job.
Will Chamberlain said in his lifetime he has had sex with 20,000 women.
I mean, he was born in the 70s when they didn't even shave, bruh. Do you believe
Right,
that nigga didn't have breast burns every night?
I mean,
gone?
no, you gotta think. You gotta.
Mina?
All right, she
I
said
mean-
she gotta go. Thank you for calling in.
Much love for calling in, but like, bruh, like Will Chamberlain. Matter of fact, rest in peace to both, like John Witherspoon, man. He said, think about it. The Staples Center holds 19,000 people. Will Chamberlain had sex with all of them. If you pack it out,
I don't see that happen. I still don't believe Will. I still don't believe him. I still don't believe
that's
him.
wild.
That means he would be having sex every day, right? With at least 5 women a day from the time he was the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Up until he would still be having sex right now to Kobe's age. 20,000 women, bro. That is hard to achieve, Mo. I don't
And
give a
why?
damn.
The sessions can't be long neither.
Bro, they did a lot of coke back then. I mean, he probably from Florida. Like, it's a whole lot of shit that goes on with that shit. But I can't see a regular human male being successful at having sex, especially raw, when they didn't believe in shaving back in those days, and not be
That's
whittled down
wild.
to a pencil. I just don't see it. You got to get
That's
chafed
wild.
eventually, bro. Like, nobody has that much endurance. You can't play a full NBA game.
That's
and
what
your
I'm
dick
saying.
is itchy. Your dick got to itch eventually.
When does he have?
Somebody
when
ain't
does he?
shaved.
Yeah, like when did he have time to play the game? Let alone go to practice. You know, it's crazy.
That's why it's unbelievable. And he did not do
Facts.
that, bro. So just
I
like the
believe-
stats that the Phoenix put up is that we wail about a lot of the numbers when it comes to women. Now, some of the key points is that we never lie or wail about our experiences with women. And so therefore you run into all the old guys that have you deterred about being married and you know what I'm saying, everything that comes with it. Now, I gotta ask you this quick.
What's up?
What is the oldest guy that you've ever talked to about marriage?
Shoot, the oldest. Between my grandfather and there was this real old head at my old job who
I need age. I need numbers.
well, my grandfather, I'd say he was in his 70s, and his old head, he was like, he said he was in his 80s, to be honest. And he was still with his wife.
Okay, hold on.
So yeah, so
hold on to that. Rock,
Yes, sir.
who is the oldest man you ever talked to about marriage?
Wow.
I need age.
Sheesh. I know they got to be in their 60s. Just being around a lot of older people.
So we have.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. So we have 60 for you,
Mhm.
and we have what, 80?
I'll say he was 80. Because he was an old head, but he looked good for his age.
Okay, so we give him 75, right? We give him 75, right? Out of all of the things that you could experience in life, when it comes to older people, or you're looking at your future, or you're looking at your ancestor, somebody that is gonna be out of here before you get that old, right? Luckily enough, if you can live that long, if we can't live that long, right? Was there anything believable about some of the things that they told you And I'm gonna go with Quick first. Is there anything that you believe in about marriage that he said?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was a lot of real. It was very realistic to me. I mean, the main things I take from it is gonna be the stage or the journey of marriage will be the most enjoyable, yet the most trying, toughest, hardest ride you will ever go on. You know, there's you choose to marry the person who you love unconditionally, and just this is just me paraphrasing basically what he said in a nutshell. You love that person with your life that you say I do to, but at the same time, there's gonna be days there's gonna be times and disagreements or up and downs where you can hardly stand to be in the room with them. But at the end of the day, it's always true. It's all it's real. Where you can, the way he said it was a lot a lot more hard hitting. But he said at the end of the day, just like a magnet, y'all always find that pull that brings you guys back together. You know, you always find that magnetic force that brought you all together at that altar. It brings you back together in the home you build. You know, and and it's up to you guys to follow that magnetic current and never let go of it. And that's where it leads to the tough ride, because you two gotta weather the storm together. And if you guys have the strength, the heart, and the passion, that magnetic current is always gonna bring you guys back to the center. And at the end, and that's where you find out what really matters. You and her.
Now we had a major comment by Anna, you know what I'm saying? Anna Garcia. We're gonna address that in a few seconds. But Rock, what did that older male tell you?
Well, it don't matter what he told me, to be completely honest.
See, no.
Hold on,
No.
let me finish my statement. Before you start shooting, let me finish. It's not about what he told me. It's about what I seen.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Oh, here we go.
I want to know facts. I want to know exactly what he told you about marriage.
He told me that if you let her rub your belly and give you a hand job every night, you'll sleep twice as nice.
Bruh. All right, so I'm gonna skip over all this because this is bullshit. But Anna said that in Hispanic culture.
Hold on, bro. Why you always want to let me
in Hispanic, hold on. His laugh is different, bro. Like, are you listening? Quick, are you listening? Phoenix, are y'all listening to this dude? Yeah, he's different now. Yeah, like he's silky. Like, nah, I ain't with it. I don't trust. Hey, look, I'm light skinned. I don't trust myself, bro. I can't trust you.
Nah, come on.
He got the pimp name slick back laugh. He got the
yeah, he like, you thought you could give me But nah, we're gonna skip over that though, brothers. Hey, look, I really respect y'all's opinion, man. I mean, that's a lot less harsher than what I can admit, but Anna said that in Hispanic culture, talking about sex and marriage is so taboo. She has 3 kids and never, ever has spoken to her family about sex. And it's so awkward.
So she never had to talk at all?
It's not that she hasn't had to have the talk. Nobody ever asked.
So it was never like a willing conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty different.
I never had to talk. I just my talk was you having sex.
Well, I had.
So can I ask y'all this? With my daughter calling in and me having a one-on-one in public and for you know what I'm saying for the culture, how did y'all feel about that?
I thought that was real. That was dope, man. You know, and it shows how real and how like literally how close you and your daughter are. That was beautiful, you know, and how you guys have the relationship where she literally can talk to you about anything, no judgment, no nothing. You know, she's comfortable to have these conversations with her, and you are comfortable to have them right back with her. You know.
Oh, don't get it twisted, motherfucker.
Well, granted, I know as a father,
I be wanting to eat shotgun shells. I swear to God, I be wanting to eat shotgun shells, bro.
Yeah, but for the sake, I understand that because that's baby girl. I can tell how highly you speak of her, you know, and how she makes you feel when she called, and you had to take a little moment, you know, which is understandable, you know. But the fact that she can talk to you and she can feel safe having these conversations, not worrying about being judged or anything like that. I just thought that was the coolest thing ever, you know. Especially from a father going to a daughter and vice versa.
Yeah, true shit. Because in our society, we always talking about how a black man needs their father. I mean, our black daughters need their fathers as well. And I thought it was super dope that your daughter can open up to you, talk to you. You know what I'm saying, about sex, which is extremely hard to talk to your child about. You feel me? It actually gave me hope that I can sit down and be, you know what I'm saying, a strong man just like you, and have those uncomfortable conversations and really listen to how my daughter feels about that 3-letter word that I'm not going to say with my daughter.
Then you go in your room and cry on your pillow.
Sex. But you know what's crazy is that the beautiful women that always follow us and everything that's going on, the Phoenix has to respond to this. But Anna said that she wished that she knew so much. You know what I'm saying? She had to learn the hard way. Phoenix, did you have to learn the hard way, or was it taboo to talk about it at that point?
Well, you know my mother, but in the Christian home, and with as far as what Anna said, it is very much, because I'm not sure if she's Catholic. Are you Catholic, Anna? But you know, in that type of setting with religion, you do not get sex. You do not get sex talk. But my mother, being who she is, she talked to us. She drew diagrams. She, you know, I knew all the parts of everything. So, but the thing is, she went to that point. But as far as sex wise, my mother really didn't know much herself to tell me, because her experiences were not, I guess, as pleasant as they could have been. So she, you know, we could talk about sex. You know, I couldn't come to her to tell her I had sex. I was scared she was gonna kill me. But I could talk to her if I wasn't scared she was gonna kill me. But as far as us having, like the conversation you had with Imani, the conversations that I had with my children, was because I really didn't get those conversations as much from my parents. So damn sure wasn't getting it from my father. You know I wasn't about to get that. Aunts, uncles, no. You don't talk about sex. What's that? So, and I read a lot. I did a lot of reading. So, in theory, I knew.
Was that masturbation when you read? Like,
no, I said reading, not TTY. I did.
Hey, yeah, I hate the fact that I have spell check. Yeah, I've been trying to say Suge Knight all night. That's what I call all the ladies in this joint Suge Knight, and it always says Sure Knight. No, fuck it. This is no noble moment for you motherfuckers. I love you, but you're not noble, okay? But yeah.
No, but it's really refreshing to see, which I know your relationship with Imani. I know you and I know her, so I know y'all's relationship. So it's not shocking to me, but it's refreshing for the world to see, you know, because it is very odd to have that type of relationship with your father as a girl. The relationship with a man, a father and a son, that conversation is different from a father and a daughter. You usually don't get the daughters talking to their father about sex, because he's like, no, you don't get to have sex till you 50, 67, you know? Right. So I have always loved y'all relationship, and wish that I had that type of communication with my dad. And
don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
I know. Please. I know. It's not twisted. I know. I do know. I'm just saying that the fact that she's older now, so she's able, you know, so you have that respect for her as going into womanhood. You give her that space. But even going into womanhood, she's able to talk to you. You know, my biological father, I'm able to do that now because I'm grown. You know, but when I was younger, no, and when I needed to, no.
No, Finna, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say that it's key. It actually piggybacks on exactly what you were saying, Phoenix. Anna said that she could have learned from her mistakes, you know, from the mistakes that her mom made if she would have talked about it. I think that a lot of my insecurities, a lot of the things that I did early on in life, I talked to my daughter about. I really vent, and it's funny. You know, I always deliver medicine with a funny small dose, but it's very difficult, you know what I'm saying, at times to hear the truth. It's not easy as a father to hear it, but it's a medicine that I have to take back in. This is me. This is what I put out here in this universe. So sometimes, Anna, you're gonna have to say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to bring shit up, and you're gonna have to find answers before the person's on their deathbed. It only matters if they really mean it. Even if they get angry, you know that there's some truth there that they are not trying to divulge. They're not trying to tell you something. So I've always been a rebel. I've always been a person that brings the truth out of a person. I cannot resist it. I don't give a fuck what my mama says. She's damn near 80. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck where she came from, how long she held on to her virginity. I want to hear when you lost it. How did it happen? When did it happen? You know what I mean? No matter how much it hurts, because I always been my mother's protector. So sometimes you have to take that risk, Anna. You're going to have to bring it up, even though you might get disowned for a little bit, you know, but it is what it is. I digress, y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to tell my mom I want to be a porn star.
Don't tell her yet, please. You know what? But one thing, the biggest thing I think that we can do as parents that our parents did not do or were too afraid or stuck in their ways, depending on how old your parents were, to do is be honest with our children. Honesty is the best thing that we can give our children, and not try to hide who you were, because that makes them think that they have to be perfect when you don't tell them your fault or let them know that it's okay. I'm telling you, I got some revelation for one of my Lord the other day, and I was sitting there like, woo, okay. But the fact that they can come to me and talk to me, I'm so honored that I have that relationship with my children, and I'm grateful that I have that relationship with my children. It's crazy to hear, but as a parent, you know, you like, what? But I'd rather them come and be free to tell me things, because if they ask me something, I'm going to tell them to a certain extent. They ain't going to know the full details of things, but I want them to be able to do the same for me, you know, and for them to learn without having to go out and figure out things on their own and get fucked up, you know, so.
That is the hardest part about being a father of an 18-year-old woman. Now, I cannot say a girl, a woman, is that I have to. Every time she surprises me with love randomly, like I didn't know she was listening. I didn't know this was going to happen and we was going to have this conversation, but it caught me off guard, and that we can actually be open. And I interviewed her when she was 16.
Wow.
Yeah, it was at Listen Vision, and I interviewed her.
It was a really good interview.
It was a dope interview, and I really had to sit back and take my medicine. All the insecurities that she felt, everything sexual, you know, how her outlooks on life, you know what I mean? And at the same time, I was out there having a photo shoot with her at Fort Washington by the cannons, and I told her to put her middle finger up, and she was like, "No, Daddy, I can't do that." No, put your fucking middle finger up. You know, like show her a little bit of faith, but you don't have to be overly sexual with it. I don't know. All I know is that I fell in love. I fell in love all over again, and I trust in the beauty in women in your thought process, dealing with and having a younger daughter. You know, somebody that keeps me hip, tells me I'm irritating, all of the above. You know what I mean? Like, she's going through the same questions, and she wants to know exactly what's going on out here. And I've never held the trigger back. I've always pulled the trigger. So, shit, I'm getting choked up. But yeah, so you know, if there's anything that I could offer the ladies out here that may have never heard their fathers be open like this, I'm very apologetic, but I must admit that whatever y'all say is it's a hard pill to swallow. And men are not, we don't have that capacity to be open to things like that. You know, it's rough on us. And the weird thing about it is that I'm starting to find that mothers are way more protective of their sexuality and of their daughters more so than the men are. We come to a reality. We watch y'all from birth. We fight. You know, we're ready to kill off break. And then all of a sudden there's a point where, you know, there's no such thing as control. There's only one option. There's love. There's only love in us. And so we can raise our voices. We can try to scare you all we want, but we know that it's only going to cause resistance. You know, in a relationship, out of a relationship. But I see that mothers have way more of an attitude towards their daughters, more so than the men. We can get over it. We've seen Steve Harvey's never, with his think like a man ass, ain't said shit about, Lori, right? Lori Harvey. He's never said anything about her. He's never said anything in public. And that is the struggle of a man to just shut the fuck up and just be like, behind the scenes, we're going to work. You dig? Like, we're going to work at this. You know, I may have missed a birthday. I may have pissed you off, you know. But as far as like the relationships between mothers and children, I think y'all take it a little bit more seriously than we do at some point, right? Like, is there any like apologies or anything like that towards, like, you know, in between like y'all trying to get eyelashes and get y'all nails done and shit? Like, do y'all really like have these heart to hearts and cry and really talk about life?
Mm-hmm. I talk to my children all the time. My mother has always done that with us too. Mm-hmm. And I think for the fact that my mother did that for us is why I can do that now. If I didn't have that, then I wouldn't know what to do, you know. And I appreciate it when she did talk to me. So if I do something wrong or say something wrong or come in wrong, I'm very apologetic. And you can ask any of my children. I will apologize when I'm wrong. She's talking about period.
Yo.
But I will, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, you know, and I don't want you to think that I'm not right all the time. I don't know everything. I'm not going to do everything right. And I'm going to apologize to you. And we're going to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? And you can be respectful. You're not going to check me, though. I check myself. You're going to have respect. We're going to have respect each other. And that's what we lack as parents. Sometimes we forget that we're supposed to respect our children, too. And I think, sure. And so I'm very much apologetic. I will talk to my children all the time. I do. And I think that's why we have that relationship. And it is very important for me to have a relationship with my children, even if, like with my oldest son, he about to be 19. And we don't talk all the time, but he'll call me out the blue just to see how I'm doing or tell me what he's up to. Or he came over to the house earlier and because he was over his friend's house and he just came past because he was close. I mean, that's just the little things that he does. My other daughter, she'll come talk to me. She's been over with her dad for 2 weeks, but she calls me every other day, and that's just the relationship that we have. So I think it's important if we respect our children, teach our children how to love and respect ourselves, and are apologetic when we're wrong. I think you'll have the relationship that you want, and you build wholeness in your children and yourself when you do that. I think that's very important.
Now, I think that me and you are the only ones that have children that are 18 and 19. You know what I'm saying? Older children that can sign off on their own shit. You know what I mean? Do their own thing. The hardest part, and Anna, she agrees with it too, is that apologizing to your children. That is the hardest fucking thing for any grown person. Period.
For the most part, but it's not hard for me.
You know what I'm saying? It's not hard for me either.
It depends
Now-
on. I can imagine it depends on how deep the situation is
Exactly.
that you're apologizing for. You know.
Now that's listen, bro,
Yeah,
you are
you
way
hit that
beyond
one.
your
You're right.
years with that.
Yeah.
You are way beyond your years with that because the dynamic of it. See, Rock may be able to apologize about eating a cookie. I fucked your food up, fuck your shoes. But what happens when it's, Daddy, I need to talk to you about sex, and I just had it. And you kirk out. And then all of a sudden, you sit in that room and you got to think about it. And then you all of a sudden got to bounce back. And you got to have the real conversation.
Bro.
And you
So
got to apologize for how you reacted.
let's be clear. I'm the type of person who, if I'm wrong, I expect an apology. I mean, if you wrong me, I expect an apology. You feel me? And I give that same situation back. There's been time where I got into it with my kids and I was completely wrong. You feel me? Afterwards, I came back. Even though I was disciplining them, I went off the edges and I was wrong the way I reacted. You know what I'm saying? I didn't actually came back and sat down and explained and apologized for me going off the way I did. You know what I'm saying? So I have no problem apologizing and having those tough conversations. Am I ready to talk about those conversations? No, but it is what it is.
Could you apologize for kirking out for finding out that your daughter lost her virginity?
Yeah.
Randomly.
You said just randomly?
Catching her in the act.
No. At my house, no, I'm not going to apologize for going the fuck off. You don't pay bills here. You don't have that right to fuck in my house.
Okay.
Now, if I disrespected her completely wrong, yeah, I'll apologize. If my actions was uncalled for, yeah. But let me tell you this. Don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby?
I'm not.
That's
but
a
I gotta
hard
put it
one,
in a
though. That's a
scenario,
hard
bro.
one,
That's
though.
a hard.
That is
It's a
absolute
hard pill to
one because
swallow.
in the act, you don't know how you're gonna act, and you are gonna have to step back and think about, you know what I'm saying, regardless of whether she paid bills or even Jalen. Would you feel that way with Jalen?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna tell you like this. You and my wife can stamp. I am even across the board. Quick story. My son got caught getting a hand job in school. Got caught underneath the table with a little girl with her hands in his pants and him getting a good old rubberoo. Was I celebrating? Like, yes, that's my boy.
Who the fuck are you from Auckland, New Zealand? Who the fuck
listen.
is Rubberoo? My bad. Go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead, do your thing.
So, was I happy because it happened and he was getting, yeah. But when it came down to talk to him, I was straight smack on him like I did, like my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight across the board. Nah. Evenly. If I tell my son you can't do something until you're this age, that applies to my daughter.
Damn right over here. That's
Yeah.
what I say the same thing.
See, what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna create that sibling rivalry that one feels like one is loved more just because they're the oldest or just because they're the boy. No, that's the problem. Nah, it's gonna be even Steven around here.
Yeah, and just to chime in, not even on the subject of sex, because when it's a deep situation, even in upbringing, some situations it takes an adult or a parent in these cases to fully understand or realize that they were wrong in the situation. For instance, with me, when I went through what I went through, you know, as an adolescent coming up, I recently I didn't get quote unquote an understanding or an apology, if you would, until now. These are things that happened to me when I was like 13, 14, 15, 16. I didn't get understanding or an apology till I was 27. Because it was then I was able to, now that I've repaired myself and healed myself to an extent, I'm able to sit down and actually have these conversations with my parents. They can say, dang, look, if you feel like I wasn't there for you, or if you feel like I contributed to anything, I'm sorry. Like, I'm truly like, so like it in situations when it comes to not even just sex, but even in mental health. Star shared a story where she had to kind of spin a block on the situation between her and hers, and she had to make things right with her child because she didn't understand, or she had to basically apologize because her reaction to something damaged one of her babies. You know, same situation that I'm speaking of. You know, it is when it's a situation that cuts deep like that.
And those are extremely hard because those are the ones you don't know that you did.
Correct.
Those are the hurts you don't know. And I've had
correct.
to have that conversation with my son.
Mhm.
He came to me, and I don't know how we came up in this conversation, but we just started talking, and he mentioned something, and I was like, "What? Really? What? You know?" And because we don't realize things that's happening or stuff that's happening, and so you have to be open to hear your faults.
Yeah, and matter of fact, I can actually tell you when I had the conversation. Matter of fact, I had done a year. Matter of fact, I had released a short film a year ago. It was actually a sequel to a series a music video series called Chest Capacity. I released Chest Capacity Part 2. And when my parents seen it, and they had a lot of questions about it, and I had to explain, that's what led to the understanding, because I had to explain where all of that derived from, you know. So for real, when it's something as damaging as mental health, and a parent unknowingly plays a part, and they have to swallow that pill, or they have to look that demon in the mirror when it comes to them, or when they come to a full realization, I can only imagine how piercing that feeling is to them. And they have to literally, the least in their mind, probably the very least they can do is apologize. They probably want to do so much more in that situation, but the damage was done. And the only thing they can do is apologize. So, yes, to Anna's argument, that can be the toughest thing for a parent to do.
Let's do this, because we're getting close. It is. Hey, look. This has been an emotional roller coaster for everybody out here, man. We actually had callers. This has been the
This was
most beautiful show. Period, bro. You were
Indeed, it
saying something,
has
bro?
been.
yeah, this was lit. This was lit. You know, this was dope. And, you know, definitely thank you to all the viewers and listeners. And this shows how, and this actually it surprises it doesn't get new. It's humbling. I get humbled by things like this. It surprises how much of a loyal following we have that we literally put a phone number out there for like less than 2 minutes, and it starts blowing up with people jumping in. You know, thank you everybody for calling in. Thank you for rocking with us, being part of the show. Share. Thank you for having the courage and strength to share your stories first and foremost. Thank you for that. You know, because trust me, without all we probably wouldn't have been this far in these many episodes in if it wasn't for y'all. So thank you guys a lot. Appreciate you.
Where
Yeah.
can they reach you at, bro?
Yo, you already know, man. Let me get back on here so y'all can see. There's no filter again. So yeah, you already know, man. Reach me at the real K Quick on Instagram. You know, Facebook. Hit up the website. All my social media is on there too. IamKquick.com. All that good stuff. Get that Asylum album. All media platforms. Shout out to MC Rest's album. Way of the Heart is out. Sean Marshall's single Self Destruct is out. You know, it's a no filter thing, man. God bless. BBL.
Man, some of the most amazing people, man. Hey, listen, this is your man, G.I.M.O. G.I.M.O.E. Of course, you can reach me on all platforms at that moniker right there. You dig? But I am a real one. You understand me? Non-GMO. So listen, I really appreciated this, man. I really appreciate my daughter surprising me, man. Like that shit caught me off guard. That was an emotional moment other than Tuesday. So it's been like a very big pinnacle in my life, like doing this show, and that people honestly believe in it. And of course, slowly but surely, we are growing. And the fact that my 18-year-old daughter calls and loves me enough to even give a fuck me up today, y'all. So yeah, I had to back down a little bit, man. That is the ultimate flowers that you can get, is that you know that they laugh at you. She already says that we're funny. She loves this show. But to hear her call in and to hear those words, man, from diaper to, you know what I'm saying, eyelashes, is a motherfucker, yeah. And don't think I don't Joan on her ass. I got her ass tomorrow. I'm gonna fry her ass up too, y'all. So a very proud moment this week, y'all. The energy that everybody's giving off has been amazing, y'all. Please. And Anna, we definitely gonna address the Hispanic cultures and everything soon. We've been craving to do that anyway. I must say this. This is the No Filter Show, y'all. This is the basis. This is the free fall. We all took a chance and we did this shit together, y'all. So shout outs to Star, man. Hey, listen, y'all. Hit up Star in her inbox. Make sure she's recovering.
Please
I
do.
love y'all, man.
And
I love y'all, man. I digress. I'm pulling a quick tonight, y'all. I got some shit to say. I'm sorry, y'all.
Queen.
Okay, so Anna, I saw your message, and I am so grateful that we can be that outlet for you. Please hit my inbox. You can call, you can text me anytime, you can message me anytime. We can talk. Believe me, you're not the only person. I got a lot of ladies I talk to, and we're the only adult interaction. So do not be afraid. You need to talk, I'm here. But I really appreciate you and everybody that's here that watches us, that comments, that laughs, that jokes, that cries, that does everything with us, because we are real. What we do is real, and we share our self with you guys. We are so transparent because we love y'all and we love each other, and what better way to be? So I am the Blue Phoenix. You can find me at the Blue Phoenix on Facebook and the Blue Phoenix Hills on Instagram. Thank y'all.
Okay, well, I guess it's on me. Well, of course, y'all know y'all can find me on all social media platforms at TaylorMade Rock.
Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Say it real. Say it how you used to be.
Look, bro, I can't help this.
You sound like a crib keeper nigga.
Anyway, make sure y'all follow me on all platforms at TaylorMade Rock and the No Filter Show on all the other platforms. This has been a dope
What the hell? I ain't getting no dang sirens.
Quick didn't get it. Felix didn't get it. I definitely didn't get it. You didn't even give me the boo-boo sound like I need that, at least for me, like that,
So sorry.
Oh man.
Anyway, so real quick, if y'all like that dope ass shirt that Quick got on, make sure y'all go right there and click that link, storefrontier.com/the No Filter Show. Get your No Filter Show merch ASAP. Once again, I am TaylorMade Rockstar. We are praying for you. We miss your energy on here. Hopefully you recover soon and we get you back on here in the mix. Make sure y'all tune into us every Thursday from 8:30 until and on Wednesday. Tune into the my bad. Both sides of the coin.
Get it straight.
My bad.
Get it straight.
My bad. Both sides of the coin with G.I. Mo and the Blue Phoenix, where they dissect every single fucking subject from both sides, the male and the female. But until then, we are out. And this is the No Filter
Fuck
Show.
your mic. Fuck your mic.
You away.